Greetings, folks, and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents. You know what it is? It is Say What Wednesday. How you guys doing? It's going to be a good show today. A hell of a good show because we got an incredible panel that's here with us tonight. We got more that's going to be floating in later. It is me, myself. We got Useby, the enabler in the building. We got Uncle Keith here, and we got second brother, the philosopher in the building. So definitely it's going to be a great one. We got brother cousins coming in here a little bit later. We got also six scale reviews is coming in. My man cheating ass Dan, and then we got Cam's collectibles coming in here a little bit later. So it's going to be a few of us in here. But again, great topics tonight. We're going to talk about that reveal of Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We're going to also talk about the release of Loki, the TVA Loki that we actually got from the Disney Plus show. We're also going to kind of dabble into something different because I want to ask, and I need your participation on this one because it's just something to think about. We got, this current strike situation that's actually going on right now with the Writers Guild, which has halted a lot. We've gotten, news that, there's some Marvel films that have been delayed until 2025, also 2026. There's also some Star Wars films that have been delayed to 2025, 2026. There's a lot of that actually going on right now. Useby, let me just pull this up because I'm glad you did that. What's this right here? Last day of first grade. Is that your little man? That's what's up.
That's my little man. That's last day of first grade today. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. That's
legit picture. Legit picture. I like that.
Look how much they changed. Look how much they changed in the year, man. That's
yeah, crazy, bro. You know what? We got a small enabler on the way. Definitely, bro. But yes, we're going to definitely talk about, a couple of things when it comes to that and how that potentially can affect collecting. Not necessarily in a bad way, but possibly in a good way. And I'll explain to you why. We're also going to talk about how, definitely to, take care of those grails, some of those grail pieces that you basically have in your collection right now. So that's going to be something that we're going to talk about. That, a couple other things. But let me just bring the crew in, man. Let's bring everybody in here. Everybody we got sitting back waiting to have this conversation tonight. We got second brother, aka Dr. Rooster 4971 is in the building. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing, man? Let the people know what you feel. Let the people know what you feel.
Well, it's been going around. Today is my birthday, so
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Happy birthday to second. Hold on, everybody out there. I got to cut you off. Don't mean to disturb you like Kanye, but happy birthday to second brother. Everybody out there, get up out your seats, and I want y'all to hashtag happy birthday. Second brother today. Make sure you give him a dope ass happy birthday because I'm saying he's a staple in this community doing his thing. He's a retired pimp. You can never retire from being a pimp. So basically he's a pimp that's kind of he's taking a hiatus at the moment. But definitely
mature pimp.
A matured pimp. You know what I mean? Pimp is always occupation, baby. Always occupation, baby. But not everybody say goodness. Happy birthday to the second brother, man. If you can't already, let your boy know that you are out there and you are wishing him a very happy one. So definitely you do that, man. So anyway, second brother, thank you for that, bro, and letting us know what else you got going on, man.
Man, ain't nothing else going on, man. Just trying to take it easy. Came back for the casino, put in 20, came out with 300. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Ooh.
You go.
Like, I'm out of here. They could pay for one of them pre-orders. So
hell yeah.
There you go. That's how you
do
it.
So that's what you do, I saw that joke hit. I'm like, take my money and run. I'm out of here.
Take your money and get up on out. Just be like, peace.
And if anybody's out there that's a gamer, a PC gamer, man, I got this yesterday. If you guys know what this is.
Oh yeah. I almost got it.
Man.
Is it fun?
Man, let me tell you, battery life sucks, but it's fun. Runs Call of Duty, runs Cyberpunk, runs everything well.
And it's good. It's good.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Once all the traveling I'm doing, I said this is definitely going to time
With
me
the
over.
traveling you got going on, you need something that's going to kind of lay back, bro, like kind of help you out. So I get that, man.
Man,
I
that's
get
yeah.
that, bro.
Besides that, man, everything, you can't complain. I'm just looking forward to what else is Hot Toys going to, any other surprises they're going to throw us. We're going to talk about that Nebula. When I saw it this
Yeah.
morning, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, we
And it's
definitely
going
gonna
to make
talk
me
about
jump into
that.
that line, seeing that. So
Yeah,
we're going to
we gonna definitely talk about that, bro, because it's some things. I mean, literally, I think it's at a level of perfection. So definitely, it's going to be a conversation about that one, man. If you don't already know, so I'm happy to talk about that one. Next up, you know who he is, man. You know who the brother is. We got Used Be the Enabler in the building. What is going on with your brother? What is going on with your brother? What is going on with your brother?
Hi. Did you know? Did you know at Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, they have 2 new lightsabers? One is Mr. Ezra, and the other is Yoda. Did you know that?
For real, Ezra Bridger
Really?
and Yoda.
And Yoda, yeah,
Word.
Oh, I want to see that
Stop
Yoda.
playing.
yeah. Just saying. I
Word.
mean, just saying. If somebody wanted to come out and check it out in person, they could. So what's going on? Yeah, I was at Disneyland this past weekend. Like I showed a picture earlier, it's my son's last day of first grade, so he's going to be a second grader. My daughter's going into pre-K, so it's all coming together to have an extra $1,500 a month when preschool ends. Thank God.
Word.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Other than that, doing good. Doing good. Summer's starting officially now, so yeah, just chilling and catching up on all these damn pre-orders. So yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
makes perfectly good sense, man. Just, it's a lot of pre-orders to catch up on, but that's going to kind of go into, the third topic that we're going to have tonight and why I think it's a good thing. So definitely look out for that third topic. But yeah, thank you for being here, bro. Next up, come on, man. We got your boy in the building. Ain't been around for a minute, but he's been around for a minute. What I mean is he's been
yeah.
around in the chat, but he ain't been on the show in a hot second. You know who it is, man. If you don't know that, we talk about pimps. Man, this man been pimping since he came out the womb. Like he's a bona fide pimp. This dude, listen, any type of black exploitation film, he was an extra in the background. That's how long he goes back as pimping. Any pimp that you know in the black exploitation film, they had to get his approval before they got on screen. They was like, hey, baby, do you think my pimping is on point? He said, man, your pimping is limping, but I'm going to show you the way. Definitely. What's going on with you, Uncle Keith?
Oh, my God. What an interest, man. Thanks. No, man. Listen, I've been wanting to come back on. It's just been busy, man. Busy doing things and didn't really have the time. But now I do. And so I hit you up and here I am. So like I said, nothing's really been going on. I've just been, grabbing odds and ends and stuff. Something I'll show you later on.
Hell yeah.
In the show. I got something to show everybody.
Hell yeah.
And I know you and Second Brother would definitely appreciate it. I'm pretty sure everybody else out there will too. So other than that, man, I'm glad to be here and let's get it going.
Let's get it going. He was like, hey, baby, can I get on the show a second? Come on, pimp. You already know my name. We're going to get you in there. That's what I'm talking about. Astro pimping. Bendu Windu said Astro pimping.
That's my man right there. That's my man.
Yeah, bro. You already know.
That is the man.
That is him. Yes, it is, man. Thank you for being here as always.
All right.
And thank you guys out there for being here with us, man. It's going to be a great show. Like I said, Brother Cousins is going to be in a little bit later. We're going to have Cam to be here a little bit later. And also we will have Dre. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Dan, cheating ass Dan. That's going to be here later on. So definitely it's going to be a great show. So let me address the chat real quick and see who we got in the building. We got AJ in the Grusa. He says, good morning and good evening, everybody. Hope all is well. We got Yomo in the building. Good to see you back. He said to Tow Bar. Oh, definitely, man. Who else we got? Bendu Windows and Astro Pimpin. Documented said Uncle Keith, definitely in the building. Rich, what an intro. You already know, bro. We got Late Bloomer is in the building. We got Mark 51st Collectibles in the building. What's cracking lacking, fam? What's going on with you now, everybody? Coming through with the pimp lingo, dog. Let me see what else we got. We got Collected Joey in the building. We got Philip the Fool. We got Big Dog Pound 1 in the building. He's Pop Culture Living Room. Ooh, definitely. Thank you for being here. We got my man Pop Culture Living Room. Yo, my beautiful people. Bro, I got to hit you up because I got something I need to send you, Costa, for next week. So I told you next week I'm gonna hit you up. As a matter of fact, once we start the show and people get to talking, I'm gonna email you because that's what we talking about here, bro. I got some stuff that I need to get off my chest, and I need your help. So thank you for being here. We got Dale A in the building. We got Collected Joey as always. Pure Stewage is in the building. Tyree is in the building. Tobar, awesome t-shirt as always. We got Late Bloomer in the building. Happy birthday, OG. He's talking to the laid off or the hiatus pimp back there chilling. He said happy birthday to him. Who else do we got? We got Ren's Talent. Tino, happy birthday, second brother, is in the building. We got Action in the Boxes in the building. Thank you for being here. DT Art Man is here with us. Who else do we have here? Let's see here. Said Yomo. We got Tyria. We got Big Dog Pound 1 is in the building. Who else is in here? Calvin, second brother. Enjoy. Calvin, where you at, man? Waiting for you, brother. Sent you the link. Where you at? Why ain't you in here? Come on, man. Lean on in. Waiting for you, bro. He said, when we say out on a date. Oh, okay. No, he's out on a date right now.
All right.
Date nights. Pimping. Can't nobody disrupt your pimping, but he's in the chat. So that's what I'm talking about. I feel you. Can't disrupt your pimping. We ain't gonna do that. So Ed R is in the building. What up, Lael? Hope all is good. How's everybody doing? Thank you for being here, brother. Who else have we got in here with us? We got Shedwin Mendoli. Hello, gents. How you doing, bro? Jose, you got my man Jose G. Hernandez is in the building. What's up, everybody? Predictions, the Supergirl announcement this week. God, I hope so. I hope it's tonight. I hope it is tonight, because if it is, Usby's gonna pre-order me too. So let me see what else we got here. We got Eddie Rodriguez in the building. Boba Fettuccine is here with us. We got Action in the Box. Already said that. We got, let me see here. Pai Karacha is in the building, man. Oh, Kukaracha is in the building. Let's go. I mean, who's we got in here? We got these names.
I'm not even touching that shit. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm sure you are going to touch that shit later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn.
Yo, where the fuck do y'all get these names, man?
Oh,
dude, I start writing them down, dude. That's another one to add to the list.
Big time.
Yo, please write this name down. Please write this name down. Like, for real, write it down. We got the Booty King was like, got him. Oh, man, we got the English gentleman in the building. What's up with you? We got my man. We got the smooth. Now, here's the thing. This is another dude who attended the house of Tobar, Uncle Keith's pimping.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. This will go back. You put trouser meat up there, and then you follow it up with the English gentleman. So if you put that together.
Oh my God. Oh
right?
My goodness.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
The Dr. Nader was like, say it, Leo, say it. Cal was like, yo, come on, man. Eddie Rodriguez.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all, you know what? The chat always supplies some level of amusement, bro. Always. This is what y'all do all the time. So anyway, also, I want to say a special shout out to Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan came through and supplied me with some art, like straight up. He loaded me, got me some weapons today. Shout out to him. I posted a picture of Yelena holding a 50 cal, man. Definitely. It was such an honor to actually have that. So happy that he sent that through to me. Got a couple more pieces from him. This is actually going to be going with one figure Then I have another one right here. I'm telling you, I'm going in. I'm going in on some stuff. And actually, to tell you the truth, we got somebody else who decided to pop on in. And y'all know this brother. If y'all know this brother, one of the most charismatic cheating ass mofos in the collecting community. Now listen, he purposely puts a figure up just to cheat, because that's what he does. He says, what can I cheat with this week? And then he just puts it on up. Y'all don't know who he is. Y'all know who his name is now. We got Dan in the building. What's going on with you, brother? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just happy to get the invite as always. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about.
A lot of stuff bro. That display back there is love. Like it is all love. That looks good. Now, is that back? That's not okay. That right there or back behind you, is that a Maju case?
Yeah, it's a Maju case.
Okay, cool. Because like sometimes I confuse Maju cases with Costa cases, but that is a Maju case back there, bro. So definitely that looks dope. That Batman looks dope. Man, we got a lot to talk about tonight because it's going to be a definitely interesting conversation. So good to have you here, brother, as always. And all of you out there, man, let's dive in and we're going to have an amazing conversation for today. Now, what we're going to talk about first, and like I said, I think this, needs no introduction, definitely, is that reveal that we got this morning, right hot off the press. Like this piece, literally, we knew it was coming. Just didn't know. We knew they were going to drop these pieces, but just didn't know in the order of what they would actually drop them. But it looks like my predictions were on point. I knew they were going to basically drop Groot first. They gave us Star Lord. They gave us, they dropped Groot. They gave us Rocket, Star Lord. This one. Now we just have Mantis and Drax left. This right here. This Nebula, it looks on point. It looks really, really good. It is an updated head sculpt. I compared it with the one from Infinity War and also Endgame, and this is definitely an upgrade. But she looks good. All the accessories and everything that she comes with looks phenomenal. I think that she's on Sideshow for $280. Am I correct? $280 right now. I think about $280, $285, I believe. After
I think.
285. Okay. Yeah. Which means basically with taxes and shipping is going to be over $300. So unless you got those points, you already know how it's going to be. But she looks phenomenal. Looks like an incredible piece. I'm gonna start with you, Uncle Key, first, since welcome back type of situation. Yeah. What you think about this piece, bro?
Listen, Nebula, I like Nebula because her storyline in the whole thing was different from everyone else's. Yeah. How she wanted to be loved, wanted a family, and she thought the way to get that was to do what she was doing. So, that's why I liked her so much. Her and Rocket's stories were the two best storylines, if you ask me. Everything else was pretty much expected, especially with Quill and stuff like that. But I love this. I didn't really know until till it came up, till it came out, how it actually really, really looked. If this the way it's going to look, then they got a winner right here. I'm just trying to figure out that vest part. How is that? How are you going to put that on and off of her? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it some clips or is
it looks like it might be clipped on like a snap on, because it doesn't look like something that's going to fit over the sculpt, or you're going to have to remove the head sculpt to add.
Yeah.
So
and of course the arms and everything. I mean, come on, the extra appendages, the weapons on her right arm. You can't, and I think they light up too, right? Don't they?
I don't know. See, that's the thing, is I have no idea. I know that, the picture that we got in the very beginning, I think that was more so like this one right here. I think it's like more so like just, edited. It might be
Photoshop edited in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if any of these light up, to be quite honest.
Because that would be kind of
it'd be dope if it did.
It would be if you could just pop that arm right into the socket and it hooks up you electrically with the USB. That would be great. But
that would be phenomenal. We'll would be phenomenal.
I like it, and this probably put me over the top. I'm probably gonna get all of them. So
definitely, man. Plus, it's like a throwback to just the whole vintage
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
just mainly everything that we got from the
Yes.
comics.
Yes.
You know, definitely comic accurate when it comes to the suit. So yeah, definitely
Yeah.
love it, bro. It's definitely
Yeah.
going to
And
be a dope piece to have.
we're in the anti-cakes zone again, so that's okay. We're in
Mm-hmm.
so that's all right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you already know. You
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
But definitely, man, it is a winner. I'm gonna go to you, Useby. What you think about this piece, bro? Is it something that you want to actually add to the collection, man?
I was looking to see if it was light up, but I can't read that fast. Yeah, man, I think it's getting dangerously close to me ordering all of these things. I think this Nebula, I don't know, it looks pretty good. I might want to get her regardless. Maybe her and Quill or something like that. But yeah, if they drop a Mantis and or a Drax, I think I'll go all in. I'm just kind of waiting to see what they do with it because I think it's kind of one of these things where they really would look good on the shelf all together. But if you kind of have onesie twosies, I don't know. But now I think they have enough of them where you could do it. Like if you just want to do Rocket and Groot, you could do Rocket and Groot. If you want to do Star Lord and Nebula, you could do Star Lord and Nebula or Rocket and Nebula, something like that. But yeah, man, I think all the new head sculpt looks awesome with her eyebrows now and the sort of changes that they made for that. The bionic arm stuff, I think that looks cool. I really do hope it is light up because I think that would be a nice touch, especially with the single jointed elbow and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think the tailoring looks awesome. Just proportions are right, except for them cheeks. But you know, it is what it is. Actually, I don't know if Karen's got anything, so I don't know. It could be screen accurate for all I know. I don't know.
Nah.
Nah,
So
they didn't. I mean, even with the Ravager suit that she had on in the last two films, it wasn't
Pancakes.
no cheekage. Yeah, it wasn't no
Pancakes,
cheekage,
gotcha.
bro. Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, womp womp. Yeah, no, I think she looks awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna sort of wait to see what the kind of next release if they bring out a Drax especially. I would like a Mantis. I would like a Mantis, but I got her from the
Christmas special,
Christmas
yeah.
special, and I love that so much. So like,
Yeah.
if they didn't come, I hope they would. But if they didn't come out with her, I think I'd be okay with that. But yeah, if they drop a Drax, definitely getting all these. If they don't, well, it's definitely still on the radar of maybes. So I haven't pre-ordered any of them yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Kind of weighing this out a little bit. So, but I think with the way they're going, I mean, it kind of seems like they might. So especially because they have desperately needed a new Drax for a while, and even this one will probably be clothed. I doubt they'll have his sort of sculpted body from the first one, but we'll see. But
as long as they beef him up, bro, like
Yeah.
and it's not that skinny, jointed version that we actually got before.
yeah.
Then I'm definitely with it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely with that, bro.
So
'cause it
I'm
looks
glad
good.
definitely glad they're going deeper into this and bringing Nebula
Yeah.
because Nebula, like Tobar was saying, it's definitely she was pretty much I don't know if the main character of the show, but she had the biggest
Yeah.
arc.
She had the biggest weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had said like with the film itself, like my MVPs were her and Mantis because they were pretty much the ones that were kind of holding everything together.
Yeah.
And kind of holding everybody together emotionally and just kind of leading the way. But yeah, I loved their arc in this film. Like I think I loved it. This the Guardians definitely. This Volume 3 was the highlight, and it was just that shining moment that we needed from Marvel. With all the duds and all the iffies that we actually got. But it was definitely an incredible film. So yeah, this piece right here, bro, it kind of intensifies and amplifies. Just what it means to have the entire team. That would be dope. That would definitely be dope. But yeah, man. Second brother, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Man, when I saw this morning, I was just like, damn. I'm a definite Nebula fan. The arm kind of had me a little, reminiscent of Cable when Cable came out. So I was, and when I saw the light up function, I hope it does light up. But this right here, I was kind of on the fence with getting the line, but seeing this and hopefully will push me over the edge is Drax.
Yeah.
When we get our hands on the Drax, that's when I make my final decision on,
Yeah.
getting all of them.
Yeah,
But
that's true. That's true. That's true. Because I
that's-
think what's gonna come next, which is gonna be obvious, is gonna be Mantis, because I already had that sculpt. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And with this one, with the Drax, I think it's gonna be a newly, sculpted version of him. And with the body. So I think that's gonna probably be the last release. I don't know. I really don't know. And I was just talking about this earlier. I don't know if we're gonna actually see a Gamora. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, she was basically, a side story in the whole film. She wasn't, she really, if you want to know the truth, really didn't even be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt if we get her.
I mean, I know it was for some certain motivations. You know what I mean, that they wanted to basically have that character, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Definitely, it's something to kind of think about. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a piece that would be interesting. And I'm already leaning towards getting, but I just haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm just waiting it out. You know what I mean? My man Dan, cheating ass Dan, bro. Your thoughts on this piece?
To be honest, this is the first time like I'm actually seeing this, and it looks pretty good. I'm actually like kind of like what Usby said. Like I'm dangerously like getting close to pre-ordering the whole damn team, because like if they do the Drax, that's kind of what I've been waiting on. Is like kind of what I did with the Bad Batch. I was waiting for all of them to come out before I decided I want to get them all. So if they do the Drax, I think that's all the one I personally would be waiting for is Drax. Then I'll get them all. But I mean, it looks great. I like all the extra accessories. The arm looks cool. Yeah, I got no complaints about this one at all. It might be a little steep for the price, but I think it's cool. It is what it is.
Yeah,
It's that Marvel license, man.
Yeah, it seems to be, bro. Like that Marvel licensing is something that's really, you know what I mean? Like it's really one of those things right now. Like every Marvel figure is up in cost. It's not Star Wars, it's more so Marvel. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't know if it's just something that
it's the Disney tax.
Yeah, it might be, bro. It might be, bro. It definitely might be. It definitely might be. What's going on, baby? So glad to see you here. My love of my life, Latoya T, is actually in the building. Thank you for being here, baby. As always.
Latoya, hey.
Exactly. So glad to actually have her here. But yeah, man, like when I look at this, I'm like, I don't know if honestly we're going to see a Gamora, or even if we're going to see an Adam Warlock, to be quite honest. And to be honest, bro, and this might be the unpopular opinion, I don't really care if they release an Adam Warlock, because I didn't like what they did to him in the film. I just didn't.
I would love an Adam Warlock. Have we talked about this? Why didn't you like him in the film?
Because I understand that they were taking the approach of him being a younger version. Everything was cool up until like just most of the dialogue. Adam's a little bit more intelligent than that, bro. But I get it. He's still young, he's still growing, and they took him out of the cocoon early.
Yeah.
But I think what took me over the top a little bit is the simple fact that I didn't like him joining the Guardians of the Galaxy. I would have been pleased if he would have just left the ship and said he's returning to the cocoon, or he just has to explore certain things. I would have been more with that if he'd have just left the Guardians and didn't stay.
Yeah.
And that would have made more sense to me.
I think he'll be a bigger part of the next series, whatever's going forward. Not Guardians, but the next, few movies. And we'll see. Yeah, I think we'll see that more adult Warlock in the future, because like you said, they literally said in the movie he's basically not fully baked yet. So he's basically a toddler. So I hope, maybe I don't know if I think, but I hope that we'll see a more fleshed out Warlock in the future. But
That's what I'm
We'll see.
hoping,
We
bro.
don't need to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
in this
nah,
one.
I just hope we get like a more fleshed out version of him, but I don't know, man. But here's my thing: is it's like we know how they are, how Hot Toys are with releases, because again, they showed us, we're still and there's a lot of people that are still waiting on that Hawkeye, bro. Like they still haven't released the Hawkeye from, the Hawkeye show. There's a lot of
Mm.
figures that they've teased that we haven't seen yet. You know what I mean? Which is weird. Like we still didn't get Cassie from Ant-Man 3. You know what I mean? So I wonder, I don't know. It's just interesting to see the approach. Maybe they just don't feel as though they'll sell as much. So it's definitely an interesting thing to see and how it's going to go down, bro. But again, I don't know. I might change once I see it, but again, right now, just like if they release one, I just don't have as much interest as I thought I would, and wish that I would have actually had. But it would still be nice if they released the Gamora, bro. I think it would be. You know what I mean? Because it would make sense to have at least that Ravager version of Gamora in hand, and especially now that they have that wool hair, they can do something different, now.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
would definitely be interested if we can get that. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see, man.
I was kind of surprised they never even hinted at releasing a Kraglin. I would take a Kraglin with the Yondu fin.
Yeah,
Crack.
bro.
I would take that.
I'd be down
I
with
would
the
take
crack.
that.
Yeah, that
Light
yeah,
up feature on the fin on his head.
light up feature with the fin. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely that would be on point. It would be something to have in your collection, man. Again, I don't know what approach they're taking right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you never know. With them, with Hot Toys, it's just like a play it by ear type of scenario where
Don't we know it?
you know what I
We
mean?
know
It's always a
that.
play by ear scenario just to see what they're going to do. Who knows? You know what I mean? At
Nothing,
this
nothing
point,
like in collecting is the old Hot Toys curveball.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Never really set in stone. Never a situation
No,
where we
no,
know what's going on
no.
with them. So again, it's just something to see, and just to see how it's going to play out, and if they'll take advantage of it and give us something dope. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the chat what y'all guys think. If it's something that y'all interested in, which I know half a lot of people are going to get this piece. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's just definitely no brainer. Uh, to see this is going to be dope lit. Yeah. So what if here's the thing with Latoya, bro. It's how y'all got to gauge, and this is how I gauge her. When she says she likes something, that definitely means an approval that I can get it somewhere down the line. If she doesn't mention it, then it's always like, yeah, maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe not. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes, and how she comes in once it's down the line. We just got to kind of
Nothing like the cosign. I like it.
the cosign. You know what I mean? She cosigns that. So when she cosigns it, it usually means we in a good space. So
All
anyway, everybody on the chat, let me know what y'all think. If you're gonna get your hands on this piece, man, if it's something that y'all actually want, just let us know, man. Just let us know, or just mention it, and yeah, we'll run with it because it's gonna be dope. Next up, we're gonna talk about a release. One release that we got so far this week. Now, this one, I honestly think they knocked it out the park. It was one that I'm more interested in, and I actually like this version more than the 2012 version, to be quite honest. Just me, because I like the TVA version of this figure, and it's none other than Loki himself. This was dropped this week, and I gotta say, for me, they nailed it. Like this is an incredible piece. I mean, again, they didn't give us seamless arms. We do see that jointed elbow, but it is what it is. I still like the piece. I think it's really phenomenal. Decent piece to have. I like the sculpt. They didn't give him like that 18 head. They just gave him a regular forehead. So I like that. Somebody even took the head sculpt off of this and put it on the 2012 to give us the opening episode. And that was dope. The way they did it, I thought it was really, really dope. And it fits. It looks good. It looks better. So yeah, I would definitely try to do something like that. But Usby, what you think about this piece, bro?
Dude, this was a dopo like a motherfucker. I cannot wait for this piece. This is Sylvie. Loki was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
of the whole Disney Plus stuff, and with the whole multiverse saga, it's turning out to be the most formative and important show that was on that. So, can't wait for this figure. I know it's just a guy in a suit, but the sculpt is fantastic. The story behind the figure is fantastic. So yeah, I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Especially because they released Sylvie so close to this, so you're kind of getting both at the same time. You're not like, getting one and then waiting another year for the other one. So you get kind of both back to back. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I can't wait for this one, and I can't wait for the President Loki too. So yeah, these I'm excited for.
I know a lot of people are anticipating that President Loki, bro. So and again, once that comes around, I think that's going to be dope. But this one right here is, especially if anybody's getting their hands on that Sylvie figure, I'm telling you, is a sleeper. There's a lot of people saying that they won't, but you got to get those sleepers, man. And I think that's going to be an important figure going forward. And I think her role, even this next series, the second season is going to be, an important one as well. But yes, yeah, you're right on point, bro. Definitely, this was a day one for me because it's incredible. I love this piece, man. Dan, what you think about this, bro?
I think this actually looks pretty good. Minus like the jointed elbows. I mean, I think everyone's going to complain about that one, but
yep,
I think this looks great, man. That head sculpt is undeniable. It's really damn good. Like,
yeah,
that's like a 9 out of 10 for me. It looks great.
Bro. Yeah,
but I'm trying not to really get much of the Disney Plus stuff, so it's a pass for me. But
got you.
It's gonna be cool seeing pictures and stuff. If I were to get a Loki, I still don't have one. I think I probably might get that the President one. So that'd be the one I'd get. But this looks fucking great. I can't say anything bad about it, really.
Yeah,
like, that head sculpt is, man, like that's what the 2012 one should have looked like. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely. It should have, and that's what I'm saying. It is a complete deviation. However, so I think that the one that we got for 2012 was purposely done that way because of the helmet. I mean, that was plain and simple. That's what I believe. That helmet was what took it over the top, and one of the reasons why they did it that way. Even though I think that they should have kind of deviated from that, but hey, you can't complain. It's already done. So, but this. I mean, literally. Now, let me ask a question. Everything that we see on that table, even with the accessories, is that what comes with this figure?
Yeah, I know Miss Minute comes with it. That little TV screen that she was on, and I think that's a TVA, not transporter, but the thing they transported around with. So I think all that comes with. I know Miss Minute does for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because that's what I liked about it, because I wanted Miss Minute.
Yeah.
I think all of that comes with it. Yeah.
Okay. Because it definitely looks good. Uncle Keith, is this something you're gonna get your hands on, bro?
All I want is Miss Minute. That's all. That's all I want. I mean, you know me, and I've said this before. I'm closer to comic book stuff. So the what's the name? The Loki
2012.
The OG Loki. What's
Yeah.
That's my speed. Even
that's
though
the one you want,
that's the one I want, and that's the one I'm getting. So, but I need to get that Miss Minute from somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm gonna get it. But like I said, the head sculpt on this is you can't shake a stick at that. I mean, it looks really good. Now imagine that with some rooted hair. That would be that would be really nice. And Yomo said in the chat, this is a UPS Loki. So that's what he said.
He does have a UPS Loki, like the colors on there.
Exactly. But no, it's a nice piece, but it's something that I won't be getting. Like I said, I'm with Dan. I'm not dabbling too much into the
Disney Plus,
Disney Plus stuff. No.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I feel you.
Especially when it comes to Marvel stuff. There's other good Marvel stuff out there.
What about that? What about that Moon Knight? You're not gonna get that Moon Knight, bro?
Yeah, of course.
That's a Disney Plus.
I mean, but you got
you pick and choose. You pick and choose.
Gotcha. I'm not going all in, it's pick and choose, and it's certain things that it's no doubt in my mind I'm gonna get. But
I
then
know
certain
Dan.
things
Dan gonna get that Moon Knight. Watch. They gonna release a production photo of that, and he gonna be like, "Yeah, I might have to get that Moon Knight." I know Dan.
Nah. Nah, I'm
yeah.
cool.
He said, "Nah, I'm cool."
Because
But-
that Moon Knight was definitely a figure that I mean a
Mhm.
show that I never
Yeah.
thought I would see on TV. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
I wish.
So
I think there was a missed opportunity that he wasn't on Werewolf by Night. You know what I mean? That was definitely
no,
a missed
they
opportunity.
messed
there.
that up. Yes, they messed that
Yeah,
up.
that was
They messed
definitely a
that
missed opportunity. But hey, it is what it is, man.
What it is exactly.
Can't really change that. So it is. But yeah, man. Definitely, man. Second brother, what's your thoughts on this piece, bro? Is he muted?
Is he muted?
You muted, bro?
Yeah. Senior moment. Yeah, man. I like it. It's just like my man said, UPS Loki. That was funny. Man, it's just like with this line here with Sylvie is and the head sculpt is damn on point.
Yeah.
Damn on point. And I just got around, to watching Quantum Mania.
Yeah.
And, looking at the end of that,
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, okay. And then this drops. Yeah. It's definitely one of those. I would say this one right here is one of those sleepers that people, they're not going to really pay attention to it because they feel that by him not being in this, not being in the suit, is just okay. The head sculpt is incredible, but it's just okay. Now, with this piece, I think this piece is going to be a sleeper that if people don't jump on it, it's going to go, and it's going to be like on that Grail status. Because there's always, figures like that don't. I mean, it has a lot going on, and not at the same time. They turn out to be those Grail pieces, and having them together matched up like that. Yeah. You can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, it definitely looks good, man. And I think like which is going to be interesting, bro, because with this next season, again, we're going to have Jonathan Majors as, a variant earlier on, one of the first versions of Kang. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how it kind of plays out and how, even Sylvie fits in it, considering the simple fact that she's partially responsible, you know what I mean, for what's actually goes on.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see that, how deep they go down that line once they release it. But yeah, man, like this, I think this is definitely a piece to have. I mean, once you get President Loki, once you get like the throwback version, old school version of Loki, that's going to be incredible as well. So again, I mean, I think they nailed it, even with all the way down to the tailoring, the tie, the shirt, everything about this piece looks really, really, really good. And those two, companion pieces, bro, like that really takes this thing over the top. It looks really, really good. And interesting to actually have in your collection. Now, I don't know what they're going to and here's going to the most interesting part about it is what will they introduce in the next season. You know what I mean? Like what will we actually see in the next season? You know what I mean? And also my question to everybody here, do you think that this figure will sit for a while?
Probably.
I think it will.
I think it will too.
Yeah, probably at least until the show starts and then sell out.
Yeah, probably will. Which is going to be interesting to see, but we just have to see. I guess it's like one of those things that we have to kind of gauge and see how it's going to kind of play out. But anyway, everybody out there, let me know what y'all think. If you're going to get these pieces in your collection, if it's going to be something that you're going to get, if you're interested in it, let me know, man. Let me know what y'all think. And if you're all on board for it, I know I am. So I can't wait till it, drops and arrives at Underground. I'll have it and do some decent photos with it. So yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, just let me know, man. next up, okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic, and this one's gonna be a bit. This one, is gonna kind of take up a lot here. That's why I wanted to kind of leave it for third. And this is basically having a lot to do with the writer's strike. Okay. Now, why are we talking about the writer's strike? Of course, we know that because of the writer's strike, there's a lot of properties, a lot of IPs, a lot of movies, even in the cinematic universe, a lot of streaming properties. A lot of those things are being delayed. We already know that right now, Deadpool 3, which is currently in production, Ryan Reynolds can't do any type of improvisations on that show because of his position. So he can't do anything there. But just to find out that Deadpool has been moved up. But when we talk about, such films or even Disney plus properties as Daredevil, that's been put on hold indefinitely right now until the writer's strike has ended. Same for, I think right now they stopped or halted production on, I believe, the Thunderbolts as well until the writer's strike is over. I don't know if it's affecting the new Captain America film. It looks like that one is still going on. So I don't really know. But other properties like Blade has been pushed again. I think it's what they say 2026 now.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that memes. They're
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mahershala Ali is like an old man as Blade. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's been pushed for a few years. We know that both King Dynasty's been pushed, the
Yep.
Secret Wars has been pushed.
Yep.
Avatar.
Avatar's been pushed, for another year. Most Star Wars properties have actually been pushed to 2026, 25 or 26, which two movies are dropping within that same year because of it being pushed. So why are we talking about this? Well, it's interesting because of the simple fact that as collectors, we know that when they release a property or if they release a film or a Disney Plus show, most of the time we get figures from it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why I think that in a sense, this might be a good thing. Number one, we still have figures that have not been released yet, that are still basically being filtered down a pipeline. They have a lot of things that they're trying to get their hands on. Do you think, and I want everybody's opinion here, that this could be helpful for enemy from the collecting realm? Now, not so much in, when it comes to what we see cinematically and stuff like that. It hurts because, again, we like being entertained and we like these properties. We support these properties, and it's going to affect a lot. They're talking about this strike may not end until like November, December, or even possibly next year. To be quite honest, at the way it's going, we don't know. We know that some of the are the reason why a lot of it is being held up partially is Netflix, because there's the negotiations even with them is still iffy. So again, there's a lot that's being held, and on top of that, what is the Actors Guild? It may go on strike at the end of this month, going into July.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's going to be another one. You know what I mean? That's going to be another thing that might halt production on pretty much everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? Do you think, from a collecting aspect, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm going to start with you, Usby. What you think, bro?
Good thing or bad thing? I mean, I think it's both, right? I think it's, I think like the strike itself, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's, I think it's good for us that hopefully will lessen the amount of figures that come out next year and the year after. Just to allow, budgets to catch up, space to catch up, whatever to catch up, and all that, so I think that's good. I think that, I mean, if they don't come out with new figures, it's good that, they might come out with more reissues, I guess, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I guess it's up for you guys to decide, but, maybe they can go deeper into the anniversary of Return of the Jedi and all that stuff, maybe they can get some more figures out of that. So I think that's good. But, I think it's bad because no new content is no new content. You know what I mean? And sort of if one thing that we can say about Marvel recently is that look how people forget. You know what I mean? So, and this is with movies coming out that maybe weren't up to their standard of Endgame and all that. But like when there's no movies coming out or whatever, or less movies coming out to sort of keep that fire burning, that ball rolling towards Secret Wars and stuff like that, people will again step back and lose interest. And same thing with Star Wars. If there's no Mandalorian season 4 for a while and no XYZ, I think it's bad for collectors in that there just might be less stuff, less budget, less whatever from Hollywood to make this stuff. So I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword, right? So it's good and it's bad. I am looking forward to, like I said, sort of a catch-up time where hopefully, less figure releases per year. But I mean, realistically, that's not until 2026 because of how long it takes for everything to come out. So, we'll see. We might see it then. But, it's a bummer. I like new stuff coming out. I like the sort of momentum that we've got going now with the King stuff and building to sort of Secret Wars and the multiverse and see where it's going, especially after the Miles film. So, I hope this doesn't affect the Miles film. because that's supposed to come out in March next year, and that would be a big time bummer if that doesn't. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, the people who write these stuff, they deserve a fair wage and all that stuff, and they deserve to get paid that way. So, can't fault them for it, and it might affect us, but if there's one thing that we know as collectors, that there'll always be something to collect. So maybe Hot Toys brings out less stuff, but then we'll just buy more sneakers or comics or something like that, so we can those savings that we have from the figures will just immediately be gone anyways. So we'll see though. So I hope that they resolve this soon, so it's just a small blip, but but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how that pans out. Before we continue, we got to bring in the one of the smoothest. This motherfucker smoother than a baby's butt.
Oh,
You already know who it is. Who we got in this
oh
building?
yeah, there he is.
We got the pimp himself all day, every day. We got the babyface pimp in the building. He a scholar, always ready to holler. Your guy is in the building. What's going on with you, Chief?
What's up with you? What's up with you? How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, so glad to have you in here, my brother. So glad to see
extra shiny on the forehead.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Let me just wipe him down. Let me wipe him down a little bit. He's definitely good. So definitely good to have you. Before we actually go through with you, brother, we get going on. I got a couple super chats in here. We got DJ N. Yo, the proverbial 1-6 shit is moving forward or second or whatever. The 1-6 fan happy. Anniversary, beautiful journey with Henry Cavill and my Superman for the slowdown. Pray for the slowdown. Okay. Yeah, definitely. We got Jonathan King in the building. Do you guys think that this could provide Hot Toys an opportunity to explore new IPs like Kamen Rider or other international properties? Bro, and that is the ultimate question. Do we think that the slowdown is going to cause them to dip into other IPs, maybe go back to the Hot Toys of old and give us some things that we haven't seen for a while? You know what I mean? What you think about that, second brother?
Man, they're going to have to dip it to the well, because if you have this slowdown, which means there's nothing to produce.
Yeah.
Which for some of us, need a break on our pocket. I mean, some of us could withstand a nice little break from getting hit with 275, 325, 500 every few months. But that's the game that we in. That's the game that we in. That's what we love. We love when they come out with stuff. But with this writer strike, man, I think the things that are on the table, that this is not going to get ironed out to next year.
Mhm.
especially when we start talking about AI writing scripts. That's a huge,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, that's a huge
Yeah,
deal.
bro. Yeah,
I
bro.
get it. Nah, I
And
get
when,
it.
and if when you got that kind of stuff going on, and these guys making a stand, and it kind of hurts us that we want to see these films. We want to get what we want to get, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you want to pay respect to the people that produces it. And myself, I'm a union guy. I've ran and for my profession, I pretty much fought in the labor battle for over 25 years.
Yeah.
So I know what it feels like for you to put out work and it not being appreciated,
Mhm.
not being compensated for it.
Yeah.
And when people had to like, okay, we could find somebody else to do this. No, you cannot.
Yeah.
So, sometimes these things got to happen. But dealing with the slowdown and how it's going to affect us how it's going to affect us collecting. Yeah, it's going to affect us collecting. And like you said, Leo, they're going to have to dip into the old well. What if
Yeah.
they throw out something like, what if they do a Galactica line? What if they do that?
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
school and new school, it
This
opens
true.
the door to new ideas.
Yeah,
And it's not
it
a
does.
bad thing, but
It does. It definitely opens the door for new ideas, but it also, I think, like secretly, when you think about these things, it's like we know how Hollywood works. Hopefully, and I was talking about this before. I was like, yo, do you think that, Hollywood or even the writers knowing that this strike was coming, that it was evident? When we look at some of these films, it was like, yo, it felt like we were getting lackluster writing. You know what I mean? Like the writing wasn't there, and it was sort of like they were disgruntled through their work.
Yeah.
So they were just writing shit just to kind of just appease at that time. There was like no energy in it for a lot of it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that, some of it, but there was zero energy there. You know what I mean? Be
Yeah.
quite honest. Brother cousin, what you think about this, brother? You think, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, again, for us in the collecting community, I think it's a good thing because it gives Hot Toys a chance to catch on up on some of the stuff that hasn't been released yet. Some of the things that needs to be touched up, they can put more time and effort in doing that, and also going back, dipping in the well, to like the Hot Toys of old when they start giving us really, really decent stuff. You know what I mean? So, what you think about that, bro?
I think it's for Hollywood and for the actors, and just like Big Bro was saying about when it comes to like AI writing scripts and people worried about their jobs, it's horrible. That stuff. That's that's where it hurts. And I know a lot of us on this panel probably have creative jobs. I have a creative job,
Uh-huh.
and that shit hits close to fucking home. It really
Uh-huh.
does.
Uh-huh.
So totally understand it. But whereas when it comes to Hot Toys, I think they're probably elated. I think they're happy. And what I mean by that is they have been on this since they've, been picking up these Disney licenses. It's been all guns blazing. It's been Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars with no stop to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks even like looking at, where we looking at the event last week, did the 100th anniversary of DC. It almost looked as Howard Chan and company kind of felt like relieved to do something other than Marvel
Yeah.
in Disney. I mean, yeah, Marvel. I mean, than doing Disney. They felt it looked like it was a breath of fresh air. And I think it was
Yeah.
that for collectors as well, and to have that breath of
Yeah.
fresh air and like, oh wow, we're getting DC stuff finally. Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're right. Going back to the Hot Toys of old, that's when I fell in love with this company, that they were able to do so many. Everything was so eclectic, from Terminator to Rambo to this to that. They were just doing everything, and
Yeah,
and
aliens, they were doing,
all
they're
that.
giving us like one-off figures that, we would never expect them to release. They started doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like when you see NR kind of NR feels like
And I think that's, why a lot of people are, gravitating to N art, because it's like it's like when Hot Toys came on the scene. It reminds me of when I went from being a McFarlane collector to a Hot Toys collector. It's like, oh, look at these high end new. Oh, yeah, they're expensive, but Jesus, look at them. And I think that's why a lot of people are kind of, looking to N art, for it. But the thing of it is, N art's, I mean, they still got some years ahead of them. I think we all can agree to that. Their stuff is amazing, but and I think and I think John and company would tell you too. They got some years ahead. They're still getting their feet wet, trying to really, flesh out these figures. But for Hot Toys, I hope, with everything kind of slowing down, for their sake, I hope that they can go back to the well and start giving us some of those properties of old, or even going back to certain stuff like, hey, we still got, I was just looking at of getting reacquiring the Bruce Lee figure that I had all those years ago. And I'm thinking like, damn, that thing, you can see the joints and all that. Imagine what they'd be able to do with this thing today. So, and I'm sure Howard and them are probably thinking the same thing. Like, damn, what the technology we have and paint applications that we have today, we can really do the damn thing. So
we got time to do it. Yep.
And we have time to do it. So for their sake, maybe this will work out for them. But, I just hope, for the people that have these jobs, that have these creative jobs and that write this stuff, they need to be paid. They need to be paid. And you're right. It was them just, I've done it. I've been there where you just phoning it in because you just don't have the damn passion anymore.
Nope.
And we were getting that. We were getting that with some of those, and it was obvious, and that's, and I don't want people to start throwing the words toxic or whatever, but it's just some of the stuff that we were getting, you could just tell it was very,
like, where was the heart? Where was the heart in it?
You know what I mean?
It just wasn't. Like, where was the heart? Where just the heart and like the sure enjoyment of what we were used to. It looked like all of that ended with Endgame. And even within the Star Wars community, like there was a lot of stuff there where the writing was just like, meh, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Like it just felt like there wasn't a lot of energy in it. And that basically shone through just the work. You know what I mean? So it is something to just really, really, really think about. Dan, I know you were excited last week when we started getting like a lot of DC releases and like DC, because there was no attention on Marvel. And here's the thing, like on Marvel or Star Wars, even though like there's certain releases, certain things we know they will jump into, but it seems like, which is really crazy, a lot of news that came out this week basically had to do with Star Wars and Marvel and everything that's going on with Disney and those Disney properties. DC hasn't said too much because it feels like they are sitting in a comfortable space where they were prepared for certain things. And remember, all of this is being ran under James Gunn. You know what I mean? He, basically being the head of that division, it's ran under him. So a lot of things are quiet. They got the Blue Beetle coming out soon. They got Flash coming out tomorrow, which again, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to see it tomorrow and Friday on IMAX, tomorrow on a regular theater. I wasn't going to go see it tomorrow, but I was like, hell, I have to, because I don't want people beat me to it. And I don't want to see nothing online. I haven't looked at anything, trailers, nothing. I was like, F that. But I'm saying that because it looks like DC is sitting in a comfortable space, because we're going to get to some more news from DC later on, which we're going to talk about. When we mention in art, we're going to talk about this, but in a little bit. But Dan, how do you feel about this Hollywood right now, the strike, how that can affect not just the cinematic universe, but just us as collectors? What do you think about that, bro?
Well, kind of like what Second Brother said. Like I'm part of the union for my profession, and so I understand what's going on and why they need to do what they got to do, and I'm all for that. So, it may suck for some of the consumers and companies out there, but at the end of the day, it's better for the workers because they deserve what they're owed. So if they feel like they're not getting a fair wage for the work, then they have the right to do what they have to do to get that, to get that contract that they want. So, I'm all for it. So, and in terms of figures, like yo, I could use the break for sure, and you know, I'm just throwing it out there, but you know, DC comic concept Hot Toys. Come
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
on.
yeah, like
Like
it gives them time to do it, bro. Definitely gives them
yeah,
time to do it.
exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't mind, and you know, like kind of like what everyone's saying, you know, give us some 2.0s, Predator, you know, give us that Prey, that you know, the
Yeah,
Predator from that
bro.
movie.
Come
That
on.
would be
Yeah.
amazing.
I want the Predator and the figure, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
give
Like,
him,
let's
give him,
go.
give me the brother and the sister,
And the
all of them.
dog. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. But like, see, like that's why I liked Hot Toys. Like when I first started collecting too, because they were still doing all that shit. And I mean, I still love Hot Toys, but still, like they have now that chance to go back and really do all kinds of other stuff. Now they're freed up, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see, man. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind a break every now and then. So
Just
I'm
to
happy
kind
with it.
of see how everything, yeah, just taking a little break. But I'm pretty sure that they need a break as well. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
bet.
They need a break. They
Yeah,
go
that
back,
Batman Begins. Jesus.
bro. Like that's not even. I mean, I got it because it is what it is. I needed to have it for the Tumblr and you know what I wanted to do. But yeah, man, like maybe go back and retool that. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
you've heard by now a lot of people's like gripes and stuff because of that. Like, come on, man, you can go back and fix some things. You can definitely do that. So you have time to do it. Uncle Keith, man, what's your thoughts on this? Because you know when we think about this, like I mean, for a lot of us aged, we want to call veterans, a lot of us who are aged when it comes to cinematic. Back in the day, like literally, we relied, and here's the thing, like we didn't go through a lot of this back then because you know, second brother and Keith, I know y'all understand this. Even you, Jay, you understand, and everybody pretty much here understands that like classic films from back in the day, they didn't rely on a lot of spectacle.
Yes.
It was the writing. The writing, because the thing is, you might have had special effects that were lackluster, but it was the story that carried everything through. You were so invested in the story because the writing, it connected you to the characters. It connected you to the plot. It was a beginning, middle, and end. And you felt it emotionally. Everything, your emotions, you were dipped in and just all in on it, like on the story, because that's what kind of helped everything along. Somewhere down the line, the writing took a back seat to spectacle and special effects.
Sure did.
You know what I mean? Like this is what we basically see now. And so we're not getting that feel. Like we had like some spurts here and there that kind of carried us through. Infinity War, Endgame, that whole, you know, that what was it? The third, like phase 3 of Marvel, like phase 3 and partially of phase 4 of Marvel was where we started and where we got that meat. You know what I mean? Of course, but we, you know, again, it's taken a back seat. So now we're seeing these writers step up and say, "Oh, we ain't getting paid. We're undervalued, underappreciated. Like now we want to just do." You know what I mean? So now we see things like this. So do you think, you know, even it's a good thing for us or for writers to now say, okay, once we get fair pay, let's go back and just write now from the heart and do better. So I think this strike it works from a collecting standpoint. It works for us because we can, you know, stack our chips. We don't have to spend so much now. But at the same time, like it gives Hot Toys a break to start really investing in their product and giving us quality now over quantity. You know, what do you think about this, bro?
Well, what caused all of this is streaming. That's what caused this.
Yes.
You know, I gotta stream Paramount Plus to watch one show. I gotta get Amazon to watch one show. It's like ridiculous. You know, so what was going on is they paid these writers, hey, here's your money for what you wrote for this series. Your residual check will be $2.49 a month or whatever it is. You've seen those videos where they pull out their residual checks and it's like $1. You know, it's ridiculous. And these people should be getting paid for their skills as writers. Because like you said, back in the 40s and 50s, each studio was its own entity. They had writers on their studio who did nothing but write.
Mhm.
You didn't have special effects or a gunshot, a car maybe crashing. So every movie was driven by a story. Every movie and acting, great
Yes.
acting.
Mhm.
I mean, the movies that I love, and like I say, I even turned on Calvin to some of them. I said, "Here, Calvin, here's a list, man. Watch these," and he watched them, and
Mhm.
he said he enjoyed it. I told him the first movie I had on my list was North by Northwest,
Wow.
Yeah.
and he watched
Yeah.
it and he loved it. Alfred Hitchcock classic.
There you
Nothing,
go.
Yes.
nothing but great acting, a great story. So the way I look at the figure thing is that I think this will give everybody opportunity to maybe say, well, something that I was gonna thinking about getting, maybe I'll get it now
Mhm.
because everything is gonna be drying up. It's gonna be drying up.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what's the last figure that just came out? It was Nebula. She's due what 2024?
Yep.
December 2024.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. Everything else is coming. We talking about the Vader's getting ready to drop here in what 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan's getting ready to drop. So,
Mhm.
all that stuff is getting ready to just sap the hot toys supply is going to just dwindle out if they don't come up with new figures. And like everybody was saying, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing a Predator figure. I wouldn't mind seeing new Terminator figures, something like that. But for me, I can always move to something else.
Yeah. This is true.
Yes.
I can
Yes.
always move to something else. It doesn't have to be a hot toy.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yep.
I love them, but I can go somewhere else and
You can
get
go
myself
somewhere
Yeah.
and get
action.
other things.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, for anybody who's seen, um, you know what, I ain't gonna say it, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you basically like right now, like even other companies, third party companies. Bro, I just got Jay and
Yeah.
I tagged you in it today.
Yep.
I got that Rogue, and bro,
Yeah, man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mine just showed up at the door. I gotta go get it.
Oh, wow.
bro, yo, here's the
good.
thing. I would get it, Dan, and inspect it. Definitely inspect it first, just to make
Yeah.
sure. I didn't have any problems with mine. Mine was fine, none whatsoever. But aside from like just what everybody's talking about with this figure, bro, So Toys is stepping up and saying, "What's up?"
There you are.
Like
Big
They
literally, they are stepping up
Big
and
time.
saying, "What's up?" If
And that-
you are having a problem with these other companies, come check
Come
us
to
out.
us.
You know
Come
what?
to
They are right now the Suge Knight of collecting. They
They
like,
really
yo,
are.
if you don't like all this, whatever, if you don't like companies that ain't giving you the figures that you want, if you don't
Come
like
over here.
figure companies that are dancing all around the figures that they could be releasing, come up with the So Toys. Because
Yeah.
that's exactly what they're saying right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they are. They're releasing quality. That's that. And here's the thing. I got like what is it? I got like a Feisen body that I was going to replace it with.
Yeah.
Bro, I got that figure in hand and I'm like, I don't have to.
You don't need to.
You
No.
don't. You
No.
definitely don't
Yeah,
need
she's
to
good,
at
man.
all.
She's thick where she needs to be thick.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Like she is
Yeah.
a perfect figure and a perfect companion
Beautiful.
piece for your Gambit. So
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. Like companies like them, companies like Mars Toys, who are already dipping
Mars.
back in the well and giving you like old school characters and stuff like
Mhm.
that. These companies are sitting back salivating because they're like, well, while you're waiting on that, we're giving you this, and you don't have to wait.
Right.
No,
You feel
that
me?
prankster villain, man. When I got that in hand, I said, "You got to be kidding me!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing, I couldn't believe it. 3 head sculpts. Look at this thing for
Yeah.
$200. I said, "This
Yes.
is crazy.
A
Yeah,
steal.
bro.
This is
It's a
crazy."
it's a steal, and that's another thing. And because I mean, and yeah, it does kind of suck, but they're taking like stuff that's been, they get the molds. Like we're looking at this Bruce Lee here. They can take the mold, and I mean they can make their own version of Bruce Lee, just the same way that they're doing with the dynamic duo. You know, the
Yeah.
1966 dying dudos. So they're going back into the well. And they're like, oh, Hot Toys is not. They're taking too long. Well, shit, here you go. We're just gonna
Here you
go
go.
give you this. And this is what Mars Toys is doing. So I mean, it makes it hard because then like your grails, you know, what happens to your grails when that happens? You know, what happens to the value of the stuff? They kind of we don't know. But here's the thing. Nobody's going to turn that down because people want to get a lot of these figures are out of reach. Like the Diamond Duo, the Batman and Robin were out of reach for a lot of people. But now they're putting them back out. Mars is putting them back out. So, you know.
But were they, Jay? They were like, I think those two figures they put them out here, like 5, 6, 7 months ago. What was it like together? They was like $200 something, $250 or something for both figures or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. And of course, what did they do? They sold out. That's because everybody was getting a 1966 Batman, and they wanted those figures to go with that Batman. And Mars Toys saw the market and jumped on it.
Exactly.
Bro. Yeah. Exactly. And Mars was actually doing a reissue. I'm looking at now of the prank villain.
Yeah. No, it was 3 versions. Second brother, it was 3 versions.
There's 3 versions.
Yeah, it was the clown. It was the laughing, the singing clown version. Then it was the first appearance of the Joker when he was in jail. That's a prison uniform. So it was 3 versions, and then it's the classic version with his suit on, you know, the laughing and the flowers and all that. So it was 3 versions that came out.
Yeah, bro. This thing, I'm telling you, this in hand, bro, is a phenomenal piece, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really good. Next to your Gambit, like Mars Toys, Present Toys, like these companies are really stepping up and they're shining. You know what I mean? It was crazy because who was it? I think it was last week or when we got the Batman or the Ben Affleck Batman from the Flash. Just a couple days ago, Unreal Toys released that they are working on a sculpt, a Ben Affleck sculpt for that figure. And people are like, Steve, already, this is what they're basically doing. And it looks good. It looks damn good. Like straight up. So again, like you can get that and have it just in time for your figure to release, and it'll be super dope. You know what I mean? So again, it's just.
But Leo, like I was saying, man.
Yeah,
you can move on to other stuff.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of stuff out there you can spend your money on.
It is. It's a lot of stuff. Let me get to some of these super chats real quick. We got DJ N coming through. Batman remediates by Hot Toys. What? Can somebody
remediates?
Remediates by Hot Toys. Okay, Hey, okay, there you go. Thank you. We got DJ N with a $4.99 super chat. Hot Toys can go back to an artistic endeavor, not a commercial, consumer-driven program. Man is still 10-year anniversary, second day. You already know. 2 days. It is what I'm saying. Like, it is. That's what I'm saying. They could do that, and I would love for them to, man.
Yeah.
So good toys. Hope they do all X-Men. They should. That's what I'm saying. They need to give us Storm. They need to give us all of the X-Men figures that we've been asking for, because I think
they give us a beast,
bro.
Now we talking about classic X-Men,
classic beast, or are we talking about the furry beast?
We're talking about furry, bro.
You got to do the
furry
furry
the
book.
90s.
It's the Jim Lee run.
They ain't gonna be no thick boy beast, bro.
With them big ass feet.
Classic.
We want the thick boy classic with the Mario feet.
Hell yeah, Mario, where you at?
Where Mario at? But bro, like this. I mean, it's and the thing is, it's this is why we say it's always good to have options. You know what I mean? That's just basically what it is. It's good to actually have options. When I saw this, I actually stood her up next to, my Captain Marvel figure, and it's perfect.
Yeah, buddy.
It's perfect. For what I want to do, it is absolutely perfect. And I'm using a long sculpted hair version with that jacket to go up against this Jones. So it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait. It's going to be on. Like pop.
Our second brother said he had a senior moment. I had one also. Somebody had posted this, and the box was laying down. So the light was shining on it. I couldn't see her. I couldn't see her figure. I couldn't see the figure, and it said Anne Marie. And I go, "Who the hell is Anne Marie?"
Are they releasing the?
Oh, wait a minute. That's I was like, "Oh,
somebody do a Tina Turner?"
I know. I said, "Who the hell is Anne Marie? What is this figure?" And then I said,
know
"Wait a minute, if that's her name. Come on, man."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, if somebody basically gave us a Tina Turner and Ike, I'd be like, you know what? Y'all need to go to hell. Y'all need to go to hell on that one, man. Straight up.
You might see one.
You know what's funny? I was sitting there talking to Jay's mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting there talking about Tina because they had the People's Magazine edition of Tina giving a tribute, right? And we were sitting there talking about it, and I'm just like, damn, didn't Vader choke Reva like he came through that room? And they will sing his song. Did you get that feel from that? You were warned. I'm like, oh
man. Vader put the Ike on Reva. That's messed
up.
You know what?
Some folks won't get it. We get it. But
hey, listen. It's crazy because those are moments that only real pimps would actually only real pimps would notice.
Right.
I bet you, I bet you in that moment, both Keith and Second Brother was like, man, you got to put you better put some hand on that.
Yeah, man. Damn! He had Reva turning on the wall. Jack little girl up, man.
Hey, Second Brother, that moment you had Jay sitting back in the back. Yeah, baby, put them hands on her. Like, yeah, baby, go ahead, put them hands on her. You got to twist that neck. You got to let her know how to do, baby. With that money at, with that money at,
oh my goodness.
Yo. Okay. What I want to go into next.
Important disclaimer for everybody. We're not making jokes about domestic abuse.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no. Clean that up.
Clean it up.
Clean it up.
Clean it up. We do not support any type of domestic whatever.
None of it.
None of it. But they are some pimps. So that I can't. Y'all some pimps. And that disclaimer came from some true pimps. So again, it's a new age of pimping. You know what I mean? So definitely without the domestic violence. So it's what we actually talking about all day. Then this next one, I want to actually go to Dan on first because Dan, I know when you saw this gave you hope. And I bet you were teary-eyed when you saw the logo at the very bottom, bro. And that is this. In art, teased us this week with this piece right here. Now, if there was any type of anybody that was wanting to know, like, yo, what version is this from? Like, is this from BVS or is this? Yes, it is BVS. Because if you look at the logo, it is the Superman logo with the Batman logo around it. So this is the BVS Man of Steel, which means we are getting the BVS suit that everybody has wanted. Dan, when you seen this, I just know that the heavens opened up, bro. You walked outside. It was sunny. You was singing Pharrell's Happy. And I know you were feeling real good on this one, bro. Tell me, how did you feel, bro?
Dan had to replace that window because he jumped out of it with Happy.
Yo, it's crazy. I fell asleep the night before, and then I get up early for work. And I seen a text message from Dre, cheating ass Dre, and he just sent me a picture of this. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I went to go look, and I was like, "Oh, all right, cool, fucking." And then somebody had like translated like what the characters are, and it said day versus night. And I was like, "Oh shit, Batman's coming!" Batman's coming. So,
hell yeah!
But no, I'm excited for this though, man. Like, depending on how that sculpt is gonna come out with the rooted hair. Because they're gonna do it rooted hair.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, I'm excited for this, man. It's just like I know there's like every time fucking InArt comes out with something, motherfuckers got something to say, crying about it. Why are they doing this? Hot Toys already did it. I don't want to hear nothing. Because yes, Hot Toys already did it. I get it. But at the same time, like this is a different company. Like I try to tell people this, it's like Prime One and J&D. They do the same they do the same characters all the time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know, how many Bruce Wayne or Christian Bale Bruce Waynes can we get from Prime One? We got them all.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
Wonder Womans have we gotten? J&D and Prime One have done them. So it's like I don't see how this is any different. And like it's not a
Yeah.
really to me, it's not a big deal. It is what it is. Like they're gonna keep doing stuff for me, whatever the other previous company's done already. So it's like it's not in our control, and it's not up to us. So we just gotta either want it or you don't. So that's
Right.
Exactly,
that's
bro.
up to you. You know what I mean? So if you like it, get it. If you don't, then like it's like all right, cool. Like, but I can already see like people are hating on this.
Bro,
I already have one. I already have two.
Listen, when I put this
crazy,
post
bro.
up, on my page, this one cat got on and was like, I hate InArt. I'm not fooling with them right now because
Jesus.
you know what I mean? Y'all, all they're doing basically is, releasing figures that Hot Toys has always done. Come on, man, do something different. That's not the third. How many times does John have to say the reason why they're doing, and it makes sense from a business standpoint.
Yes.
They're doing popular characters.
They're doing popular characters, and what you have to also understand is, yes, you may have a license to do certain things, but at the same time, there are stipulations with that license of what characters you are allowed to touch. You have to understand that. So right now, it is competition, but they are showing you what they can do. Hot Toys was in the same position when they started. They didn't have the keys to the kingdom like they do right now. They had to prove themselves. This is what InArt is doing right now. And they are doing a damn good job, because if you have that Joker, if there was any doubt of the quality and what they can deliver, that figure, those two figures right there are phenomenal.
Yes,
Phenomenal. They are great. So great that I'm doing a take your position of the DX19 and that Joker this weekend. So I cannot wait. I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. And to see, all I needed now, Jay, I said this on the show the other day. I didn't know if you was watching or not. I was like, Jay, I already know. Yeah, boots are not accessories, but damn it, today they are. Because we needed to see these boots. All I needed was to see them boots and that cape. And I was like, damn it, you get a pass from me today. Because if you were doing the BVS Superman, which a lot of people love that suit, knowing that also we're going to get that Batman, knowing, because I talked about it. I was like, okay, what can they do if they give us this BVS Superman? What can they do as far as a Clark? What version of Clark could they give us? They can give us a Clark who basically opens up his shirt and shows the Superman.
That would be fucking sick.
That would be fucking
God.
incredible. If they do that, bro, I am all in on both. I don't give a damn. I will pre-order it and not have a problem with doing it. That shit is going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. Jay, when you saw this, now knowing that all you saw was the boots, and I know how you feel about them boots, did you give it a pass, bro?
I did not give it a pass. Boots are not a damn accessory. I get where they were going, and look, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm joking. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give us. They wanted, they teasing us, they little tease. I get it. I get it. And I understand why they showing the boots. I understand. People wanted this version. But man, I wanted to see so much more. But one thing I do like about InArt is they'll tease you. Yeah, they'll cock tease you a little bit, but then they go full Monty like a couple days later, they're like, boom, here it is. So it's only a matter of time before they do the full reveal. And I can't wait, because I'm thinking like when we were looking at it the other day, everybody in the chat, everybody was speculating like, I'm like, what's the price going to be? Or, it'll probably be like $600 or something like that. Or, they're going to have like an all-in edition, and it's going to come with two figures. And then I'm like, oh, what's the other figure going to be? It's going to be a Clark Kent. Oh, shit. How's that Clark Kent going? Oh, my God, the hair. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? The likeness. So we started all getting excited. So this is very exciting. And I only have one Henry Cavill probably saying his name wrong. Henry Cavill Superman, and that's from the 2-pack that I got. The black Superman. Dope ass figure. Dope. Hot Toys knocked that out.
Bro.
That's a good 2-pack.
That
is
2-pack, bro, is phenomenal, bro. It
great.
is. It is top tier.
Yes, it is. But to see what NART is going to, NART going to tear this shit up. You know they're going to tear it up. Just going by what they did with that Joker. Oh my God. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see this. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, they got my money. Sorry. They got my money. They got my money. If they coming up with products like that NR Joker, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be picking. And I mean, here's the thing. Here's the good thing about NR. Yes, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money for the product, but they're not. But if you look at the schedule and the things that they are releasing, you can pinpoint what you want. Like, all right, I don't need that. I do need this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's not like how Hot Toys is where you're locked in a bunch of collections. Like I got to get I'm going to get all the Guardians of the Galaxies, figures. That's cool. That's cool for Hot Toys, but doing that with NART, oh hell no, that's a lot of damn money. But I do like how they pick, how they're strategically, cornering the market with their figures right now. So I can't wait to see this one.
Hell yeah, bro. I definitely cannot wait to see it and the full potential of what they can release. The accessories, I was talking about this the other day. Yo, it not just the accessories, but the diorama, the base itself. If they were to give us that, like, parts of that broken statue of the Superman, bro, if they were to do something like that, that shit would be phenomenal, bro. It would definitely be phenomenal. And this is what's also going to be a thing, because a lot of people were complaining about the Henry Cavill head sculpt and how wrong it was with we know NART is very particular about it, and they are going to do that justice. Second brother, Dan was like that dude from Harlem Nights when he called up his wife. He called up Hot Toys. Hey, is this a Hot Toys ambassador? Yeah, tell Howard I ain't coming home no more. But nah, second brother, what you think when you saw this, bro?
Dude, I felt like dancing like the dude in the Chappelle show with the chaps and the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man. Damn, now that's a strong ass feeling right there.
Yeah.
Dude, only thing I just saw the boots and I'm like, oh shit. So for what I saw, because it was like I said, like, hey, I'm really not jumping into NARTs until I actually see it in hand.
Yeah.
When I saw Jay's, and I'm like, okay, I see where they made the improvement on the clothing. I see this. I see that. I'm like, and then someone, I don't know if that was a fake picture or what, somebody had a photo of Cavill and him as Clark Kent as a reporter with the long trench coat. If anybody seen that photo.
Well, I know that there was a third party figure that was done that way, but I mean, for NART, because usually when we start seeing this, that means that the prototype is like almost around the corner. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. But when I, second brother, when I look at this base, or I look at the bottom, is that going to be is that like a preview of the base?
That's what it looks like to me, man. That's what it looks like. And it's like you turn around and said, if they do that with him, like holding the earth, like the scene when he was fighting the Justice League. Yeah. When, if they have that as a background, I mean, I want to give a goddamn if they have the background. Me seeing this, I'm all in. Already putting my little what do you call as pimp language, putting that little chickens to the side.
No, not the chickens to the side.
Chickens to the side.
Bro, damn. When you said that, Keith even calls.
Oh man, I'm done.
Put the little chickens.
I can't wait to get off this computer. I cannot wait to get off the computer. I'm gonna be memeing this whole night, bro. I cannot. I cannot wait. It's gonna be some fun. I'm gonna have me some
Man,
fun.
I
What did
haven't heard
what did dude say from the Predator? I'm gonna have me some fun.
Let me some fun.
I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun.
Don't tell me. He's
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Useby. Now, Useby, I don't know if are you in the InArts work, bro? Did you get that Joker?
Yeah, I got the Joker. I got the Aragon on pre-order.
So there you
I got
go.
the Batman on pre-order. I got everything on pre-order.
So
Gandalf.
what about this, bro? Are you going to get this, bro?
Fuck no.
Really?
No, I hate Superman. I love y'all that love Superman out there. Sorry to bring it. So
Damn.
the hype
I thought you
down.
was kidding.
No.
Wow.
I used to
I-
hate Superman too.
I
used
hate
to hate
Superman. I think he's the most OP superhero that there is in the world. He's too goody two shoes for me. So I own one Superman, and it is the black suit Superman because it came in a 2-pack with Nightmare Batman, and I really wanted Nightmare Batman. So Henry Cavill is a hunky beast of a man. So I mean, who knows? Maybe my wife will make me get her this figure. But yeah, man, Superman is just not my jam. So I love y'all, and I'm happy for y'all's excitement over it. But yeah, this one's not for me. This is not a USB piece here. Sorry, guys. Sorry to bring it down.
Okay,
Fair
but wait
enough.
a minute.
Fair
So
enough.
sticking with you though, fair enough.
Yeah.
If they drop the BVS Batman, would you get that?
I would like an Affleck Batman besides Nightmare. We'll see. We'll see what version they do and stuff like that. But yeah, I am a Batman fan. I love Batman. So if they do him justice, yeah, man, I'm down. Definitely, dude. I love a good Batfleck.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just sorry,
So-
Superman's just not my
bro,
jam, dude.
it's not
all
going to be
good.
for everybody, bro. So I completely understand it. Now, here's my thing: if they're giving us this, and if they're giving us the BVS Batman, they damn sure better give us the BVS Wonder Woman, bro. They better go ahead and give us that figure stop plan.
Yeah, well.
And if they give us that figure in the 2-pack,
With the red dress.
oh,
Oh, look at that. That was wow.
yo, Dan, Dan,
You already
okay
knew
with
it.
that.
Dan woke up. Hey.
Oh my god.
Fucking Leo.
You about to fall out of that damn
I think I
chair.
killed him. Oh,
Yeah, he did fall out of that chair.
I won. I won a prize.
Pimp down.
Oh no. Oh, he's down.
Killed him.
Yeah.
You killed him.
No.
Killed him. Damn.
Hold up.
Call 911. Call 911.
that was the fastest response I ever heard. I didn't even get a chance to say the shit,
With
bro.
the red dress.
Damn, bro. Like,
Yeah, but that man had running around and dance mind for like
wow.
like 20 minutes.
Bro.
I think that's what I want.
Bro.
2-pack, you already know.
Bro, Dan, he just went all in. But nah, if they did that, that would definitely be incredible, bro. And I hope they would actually go through the entire line. To be quite honest, I would even hope that they would even dip back in like the first Man of Steel, give us Zod, you know what I mean? Give us
There
those
you go.
figures and stuff like that, man, because it would definitely be dope, you know, to see that, you know what I mean? Even if they go down the Justice League line, they give us a Cyborg. Oh, if they did that, if they get, you know, literally, if they just went down, and I know a lot of people want a decent version of Aquaman. If they did that,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So again, like there's room for it. And I definitely think it would be dope. Keith, is this something that you would get your hands on, bro?
You know what? I've always been a Superman fan. Since I'm from the actual place that he was created, and I've been to the house that
Yeah.
Superman was created. So you know, it's always been for me is what figure it is, what time frame it is, where what it looks like. You know, is the Christopher Reeves, because I've almost pulled the trigger on that Christopher Reeves hot toy many times, but I haven't yet. I know it is. I know, and I haven't really pulled the trigger on it, but I want to see how this looks and what it comes with before I make a decision on if I'm going to get it or not. But what it looks from just what we're looking at, it looks okay. It looks okay. Like I said, what I would love to have is a Superman Justice Lord. That's what I would love to have.
Yeah.
Justice Lord, because Superman was ruthless in that, man. He didn't care. He was killing people left and right. That was from the cartoon, if anybody doesn't know. But yeah, he was killing folks, snapping necks and everything. He didn't care in that
Bro,
series. Yeah.
See, I could get behind that Superman. That's Superman I could get behind.
Go check out
Bro.
it's the animated series is Justice Lord.
Yeah.
And everybody, Batman, Wonder Woman, they were ruthless. They didn't care.
Bro. If they were to give us that version of it, if they were to give us Ultraman, the Ultraman Superman, which is dope. If they were to give us the Injustice Superman who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like that would be incredible.
Yes.
Like that's the version I want to see in live action.
And
I would
I understand what you be saying, the goody two shoes where I have this rule I can't kill anybody, like, and everybody was shocked when he snapped out his neck. Come on, man, you're the most powerful being in this quadrant of the universe. You gotta jack some folks up, man. Come on.
You do. You got to start smacking people around, or even if you don't want to kill them, give them just a hard smack or just maim them a little bit. You got to break some
legs or something.
Yeah, you got to do something. Like, I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it. Crush some hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, hey, you
because
got
when
it.
When he was on the roof with Batman, and you told him, he said, "Listen, man, I can kill you at any moment." He says, I'm running some slack here, know. So I mean, and he knew that, Batman knew it. So that's the kind of Superman I want to see.
Yeah.
Not just going around randomly killing people, but just, dealing out justice as it comes,
Yeah,
but y'all basically putting Frank Castle in the suit.
Okay. Now we talking.
No, that's some scary shit.
Frank Castle Superman.
That's some scary shit.
We got a $1.99 super chat by Restless Young Productions. In art, Wonder Woman can't be far away, bro. I hope and pray you are right. I really do. I hope and pray that you are right, because I want that so bad. And the reason why, here's the thing. So, last Friday was funny as hell. It was funny as hell. I was provided some actual entertainment by Second Brother. Called me up. He was like, "Yo, brother, I was able to get, and I wasn't even trying to get that Batman, but I was able to get that Batman. I hope it is just that easy for Wonder Woman." So basically, both of us was plotting like, you know what, we might have a chance to get it. 2:00 their time rolls around, which was like 5:00 here. 2:00 rolls around. They didn't even put out the actual post or anything. They didn't actually give you the notification that it was released. So what I did was, like, around 4:59, 4:58, I just went to the actual link, or I just went to the coming soon, and I clicked on the RSVP, and it was available. I went in, added the cart and everything. Once I got to the payment screen, some bitch booted me out. And I was like, wait a minute. Try to do it again. The second time it happened, and then it was waitlisted. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. It just wasn't meant to be.
Leo, they were 8 minutes late for the notifications.
Yep.
8 minutes late.
Yeah.
Now, I told Jay when I saw this, I'm like, okay. I done turned around and dealt with, PlayStation launches, Xbox launches. I've been doing this shit for a long time. Mm-hmm. For me to go through and have it in a cart twice, and then have it time out, and there was enough time again, and I'm going to say this Sideshow is a great company, but y'all got some piece of shit servers. You got some fucked up. I'm just going to say it because I pretty much been working in that type of field. It's nowhere in the hell that someone could go through. And there was one person I was reading said they went through it 5 times. 5 times.
Wow.
So if everybody was like, okay, understand how these bots and sneakerheads and how bots work, but it's too many incidents of this happening that you haven't had put no safety, no circuit breakers in there. Because I could turn around and look at in my notifications. I got 3 notifications from Wonder Woman in my email from Sideshow.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 notifications. Like, what the fuck is this? Has already been waitlisted.
Yeah. It's done.
Like,
It's done. Man, that's messed up.
yeah, and it's an issue with it. Who's hosting their servers? They don't have enough capacity to turn around when they do that. They should have learned from when they did the Grogu. They should have learned then.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that's crazy about that is I was under the impression that they were going to do this the same way. And if you look, I
The lottery?
the lottery,
Yeah,
that
that's
they
how
were
I thought
going
it
to,
was too.
yeah, that you open your email and they give you an opportunity and they'll say, hey, you either got it or you don't. And then they give you the opportunity. That's the way it was supposed to be done. But I'm hearing that they sent a link out on their Twitter or some shit like that that only a few people knew about it. I ain't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that was 8 minutes before the emails were sent out. And they kept sending, and why we got sent 3 emails, there was a fuck up. They fucked up. They're not going to get in front of it and say that, but they did.
No.
They obviously did. It was ridiculous.
And
It was, bro.
hit it on the. He hits the nail on the head. They don't have the load balancers in their servers, and basically what that is to prevent an overflow from this type of stuff happening. I mean, in technical terms. So Sideshow, and if they listening, y'all need to work on that shit before y'all start doing some exclusives, because it's no excuse for first you be 8 minutes late on a notification. Then after notification, you had the audacity to send somebody 3 emails in a notification like, oh, it's live.
That is it.
Like,
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
After the fact.
And see, the thing is, being a sneakerhead, I've been dealing with this shit for years. I was dealing with this shit for so long till I left collecting sneakers because of shit like that. So that's why I was like, that's why Second Brother would tell you, I was pissed off at first, like, motherfucker, I was mad. And then afterwards, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take my golden armor. I'm just going to take the head sculpt from my golden armor and just put it on my 84 regular version and call it a day. I'm done.
There you go. There you go.
He was so pissed. He hung the phone up on him. I was talking. The only thing I heard was dead air. I was
Bro,
damn.
I had already said, you know, once if I couldn't get it, look, I have the 84, I have the Justice League, I have the comic concept version, I have the golden armor, and I also have the training armor. So I have those. So I was like, you know what? With the Unreal Customs cape that I have on the one, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good for now. And knowing, because I had to think about this, it just wasn't meant to be, because I got a feeling InArt is going to knock it out of the park once they release theirs. They're going to nail it. And it won't be into this bullshit that we're dealing with right now with, you know, once the link is dropped, you got to try to get it or you're waitlisted and all this other bullshit. It won't be that. But then I also had what kind of sucked the air dry for me, though, was the $400 for the piece. I was like, is this really worth the $400? And I was like, no, to be quite honest, it's not.
I don't think
It's
so.
not. It's not. Because let's face it, and I was asking people this last week. You look at that hair and how beautiful, and it's the hair is styled. That's like the best hair that they have put on any on any Hot Toys figure. Now, here's my thing: is this shit going to be packaged the way InArt packaged their figures? They maintain that look to maintain that look? I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think so. I wouldn't be shocked if you get exactly what I have over in the corner here, the head sculpt from the golden armor just attached to the 80, the 80. Well, that's a new costume, but still, I don't think it's going to be that much different. I don't think it's going to be that much different what we already got from the golden armor version. The hair looks good. They got a problem. That hair was a big selling point for people. So I hope they be able to, put it out. But these are coming out pretty quick, so we'll know pretty soon.
Yeah, it is. We'll know basically how it looks and if it holds up and if it's worth it, to be quite honest. The way I see it, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise for a lot of people, but I can tell how frustrated it was for most of us who were trying to get this piece in hand. You know what I mean? If you were a first timer for a Wonder Woman figure and this is what you went through, I know you were pissed, that this is something that happened, or you just decided to say F it and I'll just go overseas and pay those prices, which I will never do.
And the funny thing is, just like any sneaker release, I ain't gonna lie, I went and looked at Toys Wonderland and just to see what I wasn't buying, but let's get that clear. I ain't buying shit. But but I just wanted to see what the traffic looked like. And there were about I ain't even know it. 1,000 people looking at it at that time, like in the hour that everybody lost. 100 people, 1,000 people looking at it at the same time, looking at it like, and I can just see what they was thinking, like, shouldn't I? Like, don't do it. It's not worth it, especially those paying for it like that, and then going on eBay is ridiculous. eBay is joke because they're selling it for like $800. Ridiculous.
$650 for that Batman already.
For that,
$650 for that Batman. I looked at it yesterday.
Nah.
Wait a few months. I bet you he's gonna drop a price just like the churro Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, I would wait.
Yep. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're doing this, and it's just not fair to a lot of people. It's not really fair that you would actually do it that way. And I bet you any amount of money, there were some people who had multiple devices, computers, whatever, that probably got more than one.
Yeah.
I bet you they did. I bet you that's exactly what they did. So
now, if they were smart, because I know a while back, because I had to do some magic over here from me going through the PlayStation. I'm not gonna tell how my secrets how I do shit, but that right there, some places have your IP address locked. If it shows that you're coming from and you making multiple orders and you doing it from your IP address. Oh, if they're on point, it will flag that and you only get allowed one. Now, I actually had a situation where I turned around and orders I figured this was Sideshow. Order figure was Sideshow. And I had someone on the house that was a collector also. And they ordered the same thing. I had to call Sideshow because they was ready to cancel my order. And I had to let them know, say, hey, this is for a visitor that's doing this here, that's staying with me for a couple of weeks. And this is them. That has nothing to do with me. And they was like, okay, well, we'll let it go this time. But if it's one item, it's only going to be one item going to that address.
For a household. I mean,
for a household. So, I had to go through that with Sasha, but, some of the stuff that was going on, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have. It should have been a better way to kind of procure it. But I kind of figured with only 300 in stock, or only 300 that they were going to get, that we want to have those issues. And that's why I didn't even put a lot of stock in it. But it was just how it was handled. You know what I mean? It would be different if, again, like they did before, adding it to your cart, you have 5 minutes or 7 minutes to procure this, to pay for it and, to get your pre-order, whatever. Once it goes beyond that, you're shit out of luck. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought it would be that way because that's even the way it is. Like if you're getting Comic-Con tickets, like New York Comic-Con tickets, or even like when we did Celebration, they give you a certain amount of time to secure it before they kick you out. You know what I mean? So that's when I'm like, yo, like, what's up?
Dude,
I didn't understand why.
It was 4 minutes in the cart, and that shit wasn't even 4 minutes.
Yeah, true. True.
It wasn't even 4 minutes. You got 4 minutes to do this. No shit. It wasn't no 4 minutes. It was like
4 minutes. It kicks you right out.
I don't understand why they didn't do this release similar to what they did last year with Arena Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That
because I secured that with no problems.
A lot of people did, and then it was gone. It was gone when it was gone, but you didn't have no shit like this. People were able to go and they probably just had more stock of that, that particular figure. But they could have did that. That's what I'm saying. They could Hot Toys could have did that. Like, hey, this is going to be this year because these exclusive drops look like they're going to be like a yearly thing now towards the summer showcase shit. So. This could have been like this, the Arena Boba Fett for this year. You know what I'm saying? So they could have did it like that, and that caused all this pandemonium. Or It's ridiculous, especially a Wonder Woman like this, the one with the nice hair, with all the. This was the one a lot of people wanted because a lot of
Yeah.
people missed out. And let's be honest, I mean, the first Wonder Woman that had the shield, some of them weren't that, desirable anyway.
Mhm.
So this was the one right here, and I think they could have made a lot of money off this one. So I don't
Yeah.
understand why they did. It's stupid to me why they even did it like this.
Crazy. And I will say, like, sculpt wise, when I compare the sculpt of this one to the 84 is a slightly better sculpt.
Oh, totally better sculpted. Totally.
But exactly. But the hair, of course, this one is the better hair, depending on how you want it. But again, like I said, it's a blessing in disguise because it might be one of those situations where, again, I have to wait and see what InArt does. Unfortunately, you don't have a choice.
Everybody want Becky with the good hair.
Exactly. Everybody wants Becky with the good. That's just how it is, bro. Like, it's crazy, but that's how it's heading. So I don't know. We have to basically see, man. I don't know. It's you didn't get it. You didn't get it. So what? USB, I don't even think you were going after this, were you, bro?
No, 400. Once I saw, like, I thought it looked good. I'd like to have a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman in my collection just because reasons. I think that $400 is too much. Like, I don't know, like if they're trying to go after InArt with their rooting and stuff like that, maybe. But yeah, $400.
Nah,
I'll just wait for the InArt one, which will be $400 or $500, whatever. But it'll be
worth it.
Yeah,
with everything that actually comes with it, it'd definitely be worth it. Even if it's, bro, if it's a 2-pack, it's still a no-brainer for me. It's not. It's a no-brainer for me. I don't know for Dan too, but it's definitely a no-brainer for me, man. Like, if it happens,
damn red dress,
the damn red dress, definitely. If it happens, it happens, and I'll definitely be all in.
Ralphie moment.
Two Gal Gadots, I'm sold. Shit.
Yeah, bro, definitely, man. Like, it's gonna be that way. And yo, I even saw. I think Payne had this up on his page. They're doing a Gal Gadot statue from Fast and the Furious, from her on her bike.
Oh wow!
Like, there's a statue. Yeah, bro. It's somebody's doing. I saw it. I was like, yo, are you for real? Because I think, as a matter of fact, let me find it, bro.
Might be a custom.
It might be, because I saw this on Payne's page, and I was like, yo.
Payne, if it's doing with Payne, it probably was a custom.
Yeah, because Payne finds stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
He does. It was probably a custom, but that thing looked phenomenal. I was like, okay. If they're doing it, they're doing it. That's gonna look good.
Ren said in the chat, he thinks it was Iron Studios.
Oh, Iron Studios?
That's what Ren says.
Wow. Okay. If they're doing it, like, it was phenomenal. It definitely looked good. I ain't gonna front. It definitely looked good. All right. So before we actually close out real quick, because I don't want to devote too much time on this, but it was something that I wanted to just real quick, you know what I mean? Again, just really a short topic. I want to kind of keep it kind of short and sweet, and then we'll bounce out of here. But it was something that I was thinking about the other day, and I'm going to actually throw this at you, Jay, real quick, because again, you are the grill aficionado here, and I wanted to kind of give you Mr. Grill, right? Mr. Grill, that's how it is. But be kind. I wanted to put this up. Be kind to your grills. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is how, with your grill pieces, the stuff that you've had for a certain amount of time, it does require a certain level of care.
Yes.
Going back, making sure that, we might run into issues with certain pieces where there's flaking, where, that it might deteriorate and stuff like that. So, Jay, with having your grills, what do you do? Are there certain precautions that you have to take? I mean, I think the good thing for you is that you have most of your grills in your basement.
Yes.
We know that it's the temperature down there also secures a lot. So there's no problems that you worry about. Absolutely. But how do you, what would be some advice that you would give people with the grill pieces? What do you do to kind of preserve, like, just the quality of those pieces, bro?
Well, one, a dehumidifier. And you hit it right there on the head. Definitely. Being in a basement, this basement stays pretty pretty cool, pretty good. I mean, stuff is kind of like mummified down here, so that's one good thing about here. But definitely a dehumidifier that definitely helps out. Dusting can be definitely dusting damages a lot. It can, degrade certain paints and then cleaning. You got to be real careful when cleaning. Just a little dab of water on a Q-tip. You know what I'm saying? If your stuff is hitting the air, because dust will get in. Maintenance to the I forget the name of the grease. I haven't done it myself, but I think it's called I forget the Shitsitsu grease. I forget what the grease is, but using that on the pleather goods, that helps out a lot as well. I recently I was looking at the Terminator, the Tech Noir one, and his coat, not the Tech Noir one, the shootout version. The coat had some flaking. It was some flaking. It was not even flaking. It was a tear in it. I was like, what the hell? And it happened on Good Morning Grails too. Nobody saw it, but I saw it because, looking at it on camera, you wouldn't see it. But in person, I was like, is that a fucking tear?
Is that a fucking tear? Nah, I can't have that, bro.
How did that happen?
It just, it just happens wear and tear. But it wasn't that bad, but I put the grease on there and that helped out a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's just regular maintenance, making sure if you do pose them gently, take them out. Don't just leave them in the same pose for a long time. The longest I keep anything in the same pose is probably a month. Actually, sometimes I forget, but I do a forever pose, meaning a pose that's not exact. It's more of a character pose, like Blade. I have him with the glaive. As I'm just looking at him right now with the glaive and the arms up, but his arms are up enough where it's not bending too much. It's not too much stress on the coat or the pants or anything like that. So you definitely want to think about stuff like that when you are leaving it, because you have like us, we have a lot of figures. It's hard to go back and pose all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the time. So you just want to have it in a good forever pose where it looks cool, but it's not too much stress on the outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those are the things that I do. But yeah, a dehumidifier or just having it in a cool a cool area. Don't let sun. Oh, that's something. I got stuff outside, and I have
do not let the sun in, bro.
Do not let the sun
destroy
in.
it.
Do not let the sun in, bro. Because straight
Yes.
up, because the thing is, like the color on your material, and even I'll even say this. Sometimes, which I don't have to worry about too much because I don't leave them on constantly. But even with the LED light, sometimes it can affect the material, or not the material, but the color on your figures, depending. So I don't have the LED lights running constantly. I just have it on for like display purposes. If I want to take a look, if I'm putting figures in, I'm reposing, stuff like that. But sometimes that can be something that you want to think about as well. I hated the simple fact that I got, even with the room temperature down here, bro, and I'm still running into this problem, and I'm still trying to find a jacket for my Age of Ultron Wanda, because that jacket deteriorated. Like literally, it's vaporized, bro. Like literally. If I move it, it's gone. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find a replacement for that, even with the room temperature down here. So that's, again, that pleather, it doesn't last. So just imagine how it would be in the wrong temperature, bro. The wrong place. So yeah. Uncle Keith, you got a couple grails too, don't you, bro? You got some pieces in there.
I don't. The oldest figure I have is 1966 Batman and Robin. That's the oldest hot toy figure I have. I got some other stuff that's older. I mean, I got a couple of Shazam figures. I'm talking about the what's his name? Alex Ross Shazams. I got some of that stuff. Of course, I got some Japanese stuff. I got Gigantor, but those were made out of plastic, stuff like that. But the oldest figure I have is 1966 Batman. Other than that, no, I don't have anything really, really, really old. And they're both fine. The Robin and Batman are fine. They're nothing, no deterioration, no discoloring. No, they're fine.
Definitely, man. Definitely, bro.
Especially
what about
with those suits? Those suits hold up pretty well because it's just fabric.
fabric. It's not like
I
a
saw some dude that left that Batman 66 figure. Somehow the sun got to it. It turned that suit pink.
Oh my god!
Wow.
It was pink. I said, dude, what was it sitting like out in the car in
Like,
the
where did you put it
driveway?
at? Yeah,
that's
Shit
what
bro.
be wild, dude. Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah, but he got
That's
but
crazy.
luckily he found on eBay, he found another replacement suit. Somebody
Yeah.
was selling one and he got it. So but I never seen anything like that before. It was pink.
That's
I
crazy.
was like, yeah, it's crazy. But like I said, it's just some stuff I have has rubber in it, and sometimes if you go look at it, that'll deteriorate. Like I got some Major Matt Mason stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever know. A lot of y'all might not know who that is, but
I do. I
okay.
do.
I
Yeah.
got a few things of those, and those things had you bend them and they had wires inside of them. And what happens? It was like,
If
okay,
you do too
who
much,
didn't have a Gumby? Yeah, who didn't have a Gumby here?
the wires,
Okay,
if you bend
yeah.
it too much, the wire starts to
It would
loosen up
snap.
and
It
it
would break.
snap. But yeah,
So you gotta be careful about that stuff.
yeah.
It's just little stuff like that I have to be careful of. Like I said, you guys got way more hot toys than I do, so you got to be careful, and always maintenance and keep up on what's going on with your figures.
Yeah, definitely. Usually, what about you, bro? You got any grill pieces that you have to take care of and secure, make sure they're dry, bro?
I got all of them.
Oh,
No, so yeah, I mean, what's kind of already been sent dust, to keep them out of light, is kind of the biggest one. Humidity. I live in Southern California. Gets humid like maybe once or twice a year, like days a year. So it's generally pretty good. I'm not in a basement. I wish I was in a basement, but other than that, just run the AC. You don't want stuff to get too hot. Don't want stuff to get too cold. When you're storing it, the way I do it is I take when I put the figure, I put the figure in, and then I put the figures in a baggie, like an acid-proof baggie, like meant to store jewelry and stuff like that. They sell, as archival stuff, so you don't want to have any sort of reaction there. Label them, then store all those indoors in the house, and then I'll store like the empty box and all that in the garage. So just be careful where you store them. You know what I mean? Because that can have effect. The other thing that I use in my pleather is 303 protectant. It's comes in a wiper spray. You just kind of do that on the pleather. It keeps it supple and all that, so it doesn't crack. I've had a few that have, but before I started doing that, but it is what it is. And then as far as posing, yeah, man, I am not a layout style poser. I'm more of a cool museum type pose. You can get a lot of stuff out of your figures by sort of doing a muted or limited pose with whatever, especially like on your Spider-Man figures and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, some I don't give a crap about because whatever, they're Spider-Man figures, and I have a bunch of them at this point. But pinching the suits and the joints and stuff like that will damage the suits and all that. So just watch how you pose them, watch how you store them, and avoid light at all cost. Light and moisture will do that. So if there's one thing that I've bought a figure once that had some mold on it used, and it was you never want that. So
That's horrible.
Definitely, bro. Like you don't, like you just, like you said, bro, like just making sure that, just you're keeping it like it's a blessing if you have a basement. Like literally it is, for your figures. It is a blessing. The only downside to that is sometimes it gets so cold you only want to come downstairs. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing. But other than that, like it is a blessing to have these areas. Second brother, what about you, bro? You got any grill pieces that you secure, bro, and your ways on keeping it?
I mean, pretty much all you guys hit all the major points, like the flaking. I guess was what's it called, 304? Yeah, Terrain they'll use like Jim said, it comes in the box, a spray bottle, wipes, Q-tips. I use those on the pleather jackets. I pretty much keep everything humidity controlled here. Keep everything down with dust. The LEDs that are set inside the detox only on at a certain time. They shut off at a certain time.
Yes,
and just basically just keeping everything keep everything dry in a steady temperature. The best temperature to keep these things in here under is 68 degrees.
Yeah.
68 degrees, no humidity
Yes,
is
sir.
like
There you go.
the best temperature for it.
Yes, sir.
When buying figures, if I'm buying them from someone, I avoid sellers from New York. I avoid sellers from Florida. I
There you
avoid
go.
sellers from New Jersey. I
Yes.
avoid
Good tip.
Alabama.
Yes.
Any place where it's humid.
Yes.
Any place that is humid. Because no matter what you do, if it's sealed up in a box, if it's a place humid, that humidity is going to get in there no matter what.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and the reminder of that is when I got my Venom figure, wherever shipping container that was in, it was humid as shit because that box literally came apart in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It came
Yeah,
apart.
too.
So, that's the thing, because you get to a whole different game when you buying figures from people off eBay. You don't know, especially pay attention to those locations where there's a lot of humidity, floods, all kinds of craziness. When I see that, like, no, I don't want it because I already know what the condition is going to be in.
That's right. Another
So-
another thing is I wouldn't buy any grails off eBay, especially if they haven't been open. Like stuff that's I know it sounds good, like sealed, brand new, sealed, never
Yep.
been open. But I remember when I went to go buy the Ghostbusters, and the guy was trying something. He's like sealed, never been open, and it was a Florida guy. I was like, I'm not doing that because I open it up and just rubber all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Or just damaged shit. So yeah, be careful, especially stuff that's like old, like stuff from like 2014 or
That shit just happened to me.
Really? What figure was it?
So I got two Predators from the Predators movie, the Tracker and the Falconer.
Yeah.
The Tracker Predator, everything was great except for the two the leash like completely disintegrated as soon as I opened the box. I wasn't really tripping about that, but because the figure was fine.
Yeah.
The Falconer, the amount of goddamn pleather on that figure is ridiculous. Like every single strap is pleather, and every single strap is disintegrating. So
damn,
some of the armor pieces I've actually had to glue to the body, so it just stays. So and it works pretty fine. But like both of those figures were basically brand new. Out the box, like, and the dude lived in Washington. I don't know where the fuck he was storing them or what.
Right?
Maybe in a storage container. I don't know, but I opened it brand new. Everything still had the plastic on it and shit, and like the pleather is just like bad. So those figures from like what 2012. Like that.
Yep.
So
10 years old.
Yeah, I would not get anything from back then. Don't do it.
That's just like you almost have to wait. It's like a wait type of situation. Anything that has pleather, anything that the suit is like, because I'm really scared. Like even like right now, because I have the Justice League, Batman, the Ben Affleck version, and I'm even afraid that suit is going to deteriorate somewhere down the line. You know what I mean? It hasn't yet. I haven't had any problems with it yet. I haven't had problems with Venom either. Like a lot of people who have problems with it flaking. I haven't had any type of problems with that. Knock on wood. Hopefully everything just kind of like stays the same. But again, it's all about keeping it in fair condition in areas where it's out of the sun. There's not moisture, keeping your space air conditioned, and you're good. Straight up. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Anyway, man, thanks everybody for being here. It's been a great show tonight. Let's just go down the line and find out what everybody got going on. Useby, what you got going on, brother?
Let's see here. Unboxing some stuff so I can finally finish my display behind me. We'll be doing a Bricks and Brews here soon. I usually do it on Sundays, but here's the thing. This is why I haven't done it in a couple months. It's because like for some reason all my Sundays are getting busy like every week, and mostly I think it's because it's summertime, starting to take vacations, haven't put it out. So I might end up doing it on a different day, just that's more available.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll let you know. Don't worry, man. You'll be the first to know.
Hell yeah, let me know, bro, because you already know we ready.
But other than that, just I'm starting to, summer slim down of my fat ass and a slim down of my collections. So you'll be seeing some stuff pop up on for sale. Some duplicates of Hot Toys that I have, and some stuff I don't need anymore. Some comics, so sneakers. So yeah, hit me up if you're interested in anything. But other than that, yeah, man, just thanks for having me. I'll be back next week, and yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go. Definitely. Let's go, man. It's gonna be a good time. My man, cheating ass Dan, what's going on with you, brother?
Shit, thanks for having me on. Just got the same old stuff, man. LWL Fridays with the guys over there. I still got to film this damn review for Carnage, so I'm just lagging on that. But I did put out the review for the DX 25, the Bespin Luke.
Yeah,
great figure, fucking love it. So if you want to check that out, my opinions on that figure are up, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And Rogue, I just got that. I gotta get that shit actually. So I'll do a review on that. I'll do a review on that as well.
Hell yeah, go get that, bro, because
Hell
that
yeah.
Rogue is yeah, bro. Once you get it in hand, that's why I put up a post today. I was like, yeah, I might have to do a Take Your Position dual episode with Jay and Butt Naked Brendan and we'll call it the Booty Watch edition, bro.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Definitely,
Let's
bro.
do it.
Because it's not honestly, bro. The figure, once you take it, disinspect it first, because I know there was some QC issues with a lot of people. I didn't have it. It's fine. It's definitely fine. So I just pulled her out the box to inspect her, but I'm going to do my take your position on her later on this week. So yeah, man, it's a phenomenal piece to have in your collection, bro. So congrats, go get it as soon as you get off this show, bro. Go get that.
Yes.
But thank you for being here, man. Brother Cousins, what you got going on, bro?
Bro, I don't even know, man. So I'm going to see
Flash
I want to see
tomorrow.
I was about to say Batman. That's what that man is like. Oh yeah, but I'm going to see Flash tomorrow. So I don't know about best of the best. I'm still waiting to see. It depends on what we get tonight towards tomorrow morning.
Because I've been looking at my phone. If we get that Supergirl, baby,
we get
right
that
back home.
Hell yeah, we get that Supergirl or a Finnick or something like that. I haven't heard anything, but that would be great. Because it's about time for some damn Star Wars releases, right? I mean, it's about time. It's Marvel. We've been getting a lot of Marvel. It's time for some. Definitely time for some Star Wars stuff. But so we'll see. It depends on if it's nothing that comes out tomorrow, then maybe not a best of the best. But if we get something newsworthy, bet your ass we're gonna find a way to do something tomorrow. But that's it pretty much for me. Yeah, we're on our way to 3K. We are almost there. I think I'm like 20 people away. It's ridiculous.
Come on, man. There's 20 people in here, man. Make sure you get over there, head over and get Brother Cousins.
Come on, help Jay out. Come on, y'all. Quit acting up.
It's that easy. Come on, man. Just do it. Just hit that and just get him on over. You might as well. You ain't got nothing else to do. Just do it.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. But yeah, man, definitely thank you for being here, bro. I can't wait.
Thank you for having me. Absolutely.
Till of course you already know what it is. Good Morning Grills every Tuesday. If there's any type of drop, expect that. Best of the best. Always, bro. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Uncle Keith, thank you for being here, brother, tonight, man. Now I know I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag, but I know you got some stuff cooking. So whenever you're ready, I'll let you tell everybody.
It's almost done.
Gotcha.
It's almost done. All I'm doing is working on the layout, and then I got all the material I need.
Got you, bro.
And one of those things that will be discussed, it'll be from TVs, movies, television, cartoons, and one of those things will be discussed is this.
Oh, let me pull that in. Let me pull that in real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep let them know. For the people in the cheap seats that don't know what it is, let them know, bro.
This right here is the beta capsule that Ultraman uses to turn into
Ultraman.
From Shin Hayata to Ultraman.
That's dope.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right there.
Hell yeah.
We'll be talking. Here you go. Here's the little stand. The 55-year anniversary on it.
Oh, that's
Mm.
dope.
That's it right there.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it right there. And it makes some sounds. It makes a little couple of sounds.
And that is the exact sound, bro.
So when he turns into
Hell
Ultraman,
yeah.
that's what you hear. All right. So
That's
Yeah.
dope.
hey, so we'll be talking about stuff like that. I'll be running cartoons. I'll be talking about science fiction films from the 1920s. I'm going to be talking about from the 50s, the 40s. I'm going to be talking about B movies. I'm going to be talking about everything.
Hell yeah, bro.
We're going to be talking about, hey, Lil, we're going to be talking about Kimber the White Lion.
Come on, bro.
Damn.
Come on. Hey,
Damn.
can we talk about monkey magic, bro?
Of course.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I want
Of
to talk
course
about.
we can.
I talk about some monkey magic, bro. And if y'all don't know what monkey magic is, look it up. It's one of the
Man.
dopest shows, bro, ever.
Man,
Even the entry, the opening song. Come on, let's go.
was it? Yeah, that was
It was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It was definitely it. So,
Wait a minute. Let me throw this one in. How about a little Marine boy?
oh shit.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Come
Johnny
on, man.
Sacco and it. Yeah, come on, man.
And
Let's
the
go.
flying
Let's
robot,
go.
of course.
And the
All of
flying
that,
robot.
man.
Let's go. It's a
Mhm.
little before a lot of people time, but for older pimps,
I know.
pimps and players,
I know.
that's
Well,
how it is.
what my show is going to be about is like giving people information and showing them that all of this stuff has been out there and it's out there for you to see and enjoy.
Exactly.
Because that's what it's about. Enjoying what we love. And all this stuff is linked. All of it. Everything that we like is linked up. It's linked up.
Mhm.
That's dope.
yeah.
Can't wait to see
Hell
that.
yeah. Let's
Mhm.
go. Let's go. I definitely can't wait. So thank you for being here, Uncle Keith.
Okay, I appreciate
It's
it.
always
Love
a
being
pleasure,
here.
bro.
Love being
Always a pleasure. And last but not least, second brother, because I see second, here's the thing. Let me pull his brother in real quick because he's sitting there folding his hands. This is how when pimps are meditating and thinking about when they're sitting there meditating and think about all the money that they ain't coming in, and it's somebody basically, you know what I mean? They just sitting there like, come on, where the money at? Where the money at? But bro, thank you for being here, man. What you got going on, bro?
Unfortunately, I thought I was gonna have this show up and running by Monday, but I got to take a business trip out of town. I'm gonna be gone for a week, so it's gonna be pushed back a week. So I gotta, you gotta bring in the cash to keep everything running. So I'm gonna have that up and running. It's just gonna be delayed a week, but just relaxing. Lil Macho's last day of school is tomorrow, so I'm really trying to keep his little chicken leg ass busy. So try to keep him busy. I'm sitting there showing him. I say, "Hey, son, there's a thing called a shovel and some lawnmower and a whole lot of work that's coming his way." So just have a good times, enjoying the things that we love. Just can't wait to see what drops come next. I'm definitely. I don't know what little bro is doing. Little bro, whatever you're doing, you need to let me know because I'm making a plan to make the jump and see that Flash again. So,
Tomorrow night.
Now, I don't know about tomorrow night. I'm trying to get one in the afternoon. Shit, I'm getting old. I can't be hanging out with you, late and shit. Can't do that anymore. So, but besides that, thank you for having me, Leo. Man,
as always, brother.
It is a pleasure. Definitely when Uncle Keith is on. It's definitely
you already know. Uncle
Absolutely.
Keith. It's Uncle Keith.
Second brother, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Hell yeah, man. It helps second brother because you had another pimp to co-sign everything and everything. It's just the pimp way, bro.
Listen. I know second brother probably got a pair of double knit 2-inch cuff pants in the closet. I know he's got that.
Hey, look. I had
a
a problem
shirt.
with somebody. Somebody owed me some money. I was just looking at Superfly the other day, and I was like, "Look, man, I need my money too." Right?
I knew it. Hey, did y'all have Flag Brothers over in the Maryland area? It's called Flag Brothers, where you bought your stacks at, your platform shoes.
No, we had Eddie's Menswear, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a place called Flag Brothers.
What was that other Cavaliers and what's the other joint? Come on, Jay. They just closed it recently.
Oh my God, I can't even
Harold
remember.
Taylor for men.
What was it again?
Harold Pender. Oh, Harold Pender. Yes, that's great. Hey, I got my pimp shoes from there.
See?
That is
Awesome
headquarters
pimps.
in the state of Maryland.
We got some real pimps on the show. Like,
well, you
damn,
know,
I hope I don't get
see, all the pimps-
demonetized because we got some pimps.
All the
You
pimps
saw the
went
picture I
there when they
posted
had-
of 1977. Useby goes, man, that's how old I am. That was it. He said that's 41 years ago. Useby said, man, that's
Shit, come on, man. Come on.
I said prom. I posted that picture and said prom 1977. Useby said, man, today's my birthday. That's how old I am. 41 years ago.
God
Yeah.
damn.
April 18th, baby.
Bro, I saw that suit, and you had a little pimp afro. I was like, oh my God.
Man.
Keith.
Man, and I had my. You remember the glasses? I think the bass player in Chic wore. Remember them glasses? The glasses I had on. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Get it back.
I had on.
Dan
man.
sit back like this. This motherfucker.
Oh
is
man,
old.
hey man, we was getting ready. Hey, we was getting ready
Hey,
to head to
man.
the prom, man. We was heading to the prom. Yeah, no, that was the
Y'all
after.
y'all don't even want to know what year I was born.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
That's all right. Let the
Hey,
pimp
look, when
just
you
flow
see
off
us standing
on
around
you.
and we see y'all walking, y'all youngest walking, we just do this.
Bro,
Yeah, but
it's getting to
You
that.
don't know.
Guys, they look at young guys, they do this. Be like, dang,
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, man. Come
y'all
on.
have it so easy.
Got it so easy.
Speaking of
Y'all tell
speaking
me.
of young kids, you know what a glizzy is? Anybody know what a glizzy?
Yeah.
Well,
Dan does.
Jay
I know
going
what
to the
it-
movie Second Brother collecting money. Happy
Glizzy.
birthday, Second Brother. Definitely, bro.
Thank you,
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Oh, my
Anyway,
God.
man. Thank you, guys. He said, Big Rig coming through. He said, Big Rib. He said, the Sinister Six. What up, man? Hey, brother. Hey.
I'll take that.
I'll take that name all day. That
All
sounds
day.
good. That
All day
sounds
long.
good.
Yes.
That sound good all day, every day. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Everybody out in the chat, thank you for being here. It's been a great show. So glad to have you here. We'll be back next week, same time. Don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm telling you, if they drop that Supergirl tonight, my ass is going to be right back on here just again. So just be prepared for it. I'm just looking. I don't know if they're going to do it, but we'll see what they're going to drop tonight. Hopefully it be something dope, because usually Wednesday night is when they've been doing stuff. Thursday, they don't do too much anymore.
Yeah.
But Wednesday night is when they start dropping some heat. And knowing that the Flash comes out tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we get something or something get leaked. I hope not. But we'll see what it is. But in any case, so glad to have you guys here. And we will see y'all later next week. Have a good weekend, good rest of your week. Just take care of each other, man. And always remember, we got plenty pimps and players on this show if you ever need a lesson. So thank you. That's why we had Uncle Keith on here tonight. I saw you be over there taking lessons. I need me some baby oil, some all that. So anyway, definitely check you guys out later on. Some
Go hangers. Whoa.
Damn.
damn.
Yeah,
Views
that's bad for-
anyway.
Hey man, that's good for business, baby.
These are good.
real-
These are good. These are good.
That's some rude. That's that scary pimp shit.
That's good for business, baby. Hold on, let me find out.
Second brother.
Let me find out.
He done took it to the. That's it.
Let me find out. USB got some pimp. He's like, it's good for business, baby.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
hell yeah. All right, man.
Oh,
Thank you,
We will
bro.
check y'all guys out later. Peace
Oh,
and
my
love, all
goodness.
y'all. We out.